Welcome to Wild Beyond the Witchlight D&D, the home base for Dungeons and Dragons and fans of awful movies. I am your DM. And fans of
I don't know if I want to be in the stream anymore. Bye.
Oh no!
Dang it.
Sorry guys, we're a little later than normal. My day was pretty hectic. I was stuck in meetings all day. I had to bike from downtown Vancouver to get here to y'all, and then we just went on a good 10-minute rant about Morbius and Jurassic Park movies and The Matrix Resurrected. There were some words said that can't be unsaid, but anyway. Welcome back, everyone. So good to see you again. This week we are without the lovely Jacqueline Chan, but oh, look over here. It's fucking Lucifer himself, Jennings Brower. Hey, guys. Back on the stream, back on the D&D trail. So good to see you, my dude.
I love you and I miss you regardless of what Shane says.
Exactly. But it's good to see you, my friend.
See you guys.
Have you back at the virtual table. Of course, Jackie will be sorely missed. They are doing very cool things off in Chicago, but we will see them next session. Don't you worry. But that does mean we do not have a lovely recap video from Jackie to show you, but I will do my best to recap all of the insanity that was last session because it was really freaking hilarious. But we won't take up any of your time because we want to get into things. But before we do, we have to give a shout out to our lovely Dicecream sponsors. You know, you'll love them. C4 Labs, everybody. The TTRPG company that makes awesome trays and accessories for all your goddamn games. They made us some cool logo stuff. You can get on their website. Recently sent me this awesome little mini tray with dice holder and everything. They are awesome. They support TTRPG streams and creators and everything like that. They're an awesome small business and we love them to death. So go check out their wares, c4labs.com. Use code Dicecream15 to get 15% off your first purchase. And normally we would be shouting out our good friends at Crit Kit, but our fun little promo with them has officially ended as of the other day. So just wanted to send out a quick thank you to Critical Kit, awesome UK-based dice company that has a US shop, for supporting our show for as long as they did. They are amazing. They make wonderful dice, various dice sets, hard edge, Witcher-themed dice, all kinds of things. And they support cool, awesome D&D shows like this one. So go and check out their stuff as well, critkit.co.uk. And yeah, so thank you, CritKit, for being a sponsor of the Dicecream Show. Good luck on all your future projects, and maybe we'll make some cool stuff soon. But with all that out of the way, guys, it is time. It is time to jump back into this wonderful, crazy, chaotic Feywild tale that we have been telling for quite some time now. We're in a new part of Prismere, everybody. A new hag to uncover. Let us kick back, relax, grab your favorite drinks, grab your favorite snacks, and let's all dive into tonight's session of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And before I say that, I will share my screen so that we can hear the music that I was about to play. And then I will say, dive into tonight's session of Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
Love that intro music every time.
Nice.
And that was the wrong intro music. So, one more time. Dive into tonight's session of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Nailed it. Last time on Wild Beyond the Witchlight, the party having entered into a brand new part of Prismere, having left behind Bavlorna and the Frog Kingdom after a huge battle that went out between aquatic animals and our frog friends. You stole a goddamn storm weather balloon and sent off into Thither, the newest section of Prismere Feywild. Of course, you yourselves are trying to ascertain what happened to the original ruler of Prismere, Zabilna, who was taken over by a horrific and awful coven of hags that have kind of taken over Prismere and split it up amongst them greedy little selves. You ran into one, but Lorna Blightstraw did not fight her, decided to make a deal with her instead, lest you be stricken down where you stood, and decided to make a deal with Bavlorna in that you would steal a portrait from her hag sister, Skabatha, because these are some greedy bitches and they want to one-up each other all the time. So on your way to thither, which is very different from hither, the land that you just came from, where hither was kind of a more boggy swamp land, where the Bullywog Kingdom existed, and lots of mud and swamp gases and a little bit of trees here and there. Found your way over to Skabatha's hideout through the mists and the fog and the swamp. But over in hither, much more luscious, way more greenery, beautiful pine forest, tall tree lines, rivers running all over the place, lakes, floating islands, all kinds of cool stuff. But as you approached into thither, the storm weather balloon, you noticed this pretty large pool of water down below that kind of caught your eye. So you decided to kind of anchor the weather balloon of sorts, to kind of just check it out, get a lay of the land. And as you were trying to direct your weather balloon down, this sort of magnetic force was kind of pushing you away from it. That kind of started to get the wheels turning a little bit. You thought maybe some kind of weird magic, and you noticed that the unicorn horn, like Quincy had ascertained from Bavlorna's place, was reacting to this weird activity. And as the unicorn horn kind of sparkled, you kind of pointed it out to the air itself, and you're able to just cut a swath through the air itself, and almost this translucent veil became open to you, opening up a pocket in the same land that you're in, but just this sort of reality-bending magic was kind of hiding something specific from this location. And as you dived down to the lakeside with the balloon, did a little bit of exploring. This lakeside was pretty big all around. It was like a 250, or I should say double that, like I think like 500 feet across lake body of water. Noticing that there was a bit of a rock island in the middle of it with some sort of metal bowl with some coals inside of it. Immediately spotting that and a little makeshift rainbow kind of pointing down to the middle of it, it immediately caught your eye and you swam out to it. Some of you choosing to swim by yourselves, aka Moss, who thought it was natural for someone to try to swim 250 feet by themselves, until our lovely druid friend here was like, I can transform into a seahorse, and just got everyone to just ride Ebby, and took yourselves over to the rock island. And as you got there, you noticed that this little metal bowl was housing some coals inside of it. It was a little bit odd, and you were trying to find ways to set it ablaze. And as you did, you noticed that the fire wasn't hot. It didn't hurt you as you put your hands in, or face in, as Quincy demanded that they do. Once the beacons were lit, so to speak, a very majestic unicorn came out from the tree line next to the lake body of the lake, with the gleaming white light sort of peering out through the brush. Quincy, jumping on Moss's shoulders, just shouted out, "Unicorn!" And just you all just rushed out to greet it. And in conversing with this unicorn, gave you a little bit of a backstory to its story, the backstory to thither as a whole, how they kind of got to this place, some backstories of Bilna, their palace, how the hags kind of took it over. A little bit of backstory from the unicorn. They had a mate, Eladon, that they got split up when the hags kind of took over the land and when the battles were kind of ensuing for control. And this sort of magical lake of sorts is kind of the unicorn's home. It's their territory, and they were able to instill some abjuration magic to kind of conceal their appearance inside, and kind of waiting for Eladon to show up at some point. Finding out that Eladon may have been taken by Skabatha, or maybe taken by one of the hags. They're not too sure. They just can't really do anything about it. And unicorn power being such a, iconic treasure in these lands, they just want to kind of keep themselves hidden and wait for the right moment to try to find their mate once more. With Quincy revealing the unicorn horn, it was kind of suggested that maybe the horn could have belonged to Eladon, as there aren't a lot of unicorns surrounding the local areas. As that unicorn horn was presented, suddenly this half-orc assassin leaped from the tree line with 2 giant toads and immediately went for the unicorn, stabbing it in the neck, trying to get its blood, trying to take its own horn, until eventually the unicorn was able to teleport away and get out of harm. But that left your party to deal with this assassin and 2 giant toads, and a battle raged on with some very clever strategies using Entangle from Ebby, some awesome firepower from Quincy, some brute strength from Moss, and from our awesome Lion Boy Arctreon. And with Lucifer taking, helping out Clabberclaw in the balloon, making sure nothing happens to our good Claw Boy, you were able to take down the toads with a very triumphant finish, with Quincy being swallowed by one of these toads, and a giant high-level shatter spell exploding it from the inside out. You then had this assassin all to yourselves, and through some very intense and harsh, torturous tactics, you were able to get some info out of him. You learned that there is a other faction roaming these lands, the League of Malevolence. Who these people are, what their goals are, you're not too sure as of now. I think they mentioned, the assassin mentioned that they've been working with the Hags a little bit, and that the assassin was sent from them to try to get the unicorn, and that they had seen you gliding above in your balloon, or able to track you to your location. But with that out of the way, you also found out where Loom Lurch was, the home of Skabatha, with the second hag of the Hourglass Coven. Their home being this giant hollowed out tree trunk that you kind of saw from the top down, kind of laid out sort of over the corner of Hither here. And you weren't really sure if you wanted to go there directly or explore the land a little bit, but you did remember that you were on a little bit of a time crunch with your deal with Bavlorna to try and steal this portrait. And having learned that Eladon, Unicorn's mate, might also be tied into this location, also that Clabberclaw himself used to belong to Skabatha, as you found out through Clabberclaw that Skabatha likes to employ children as servants, as workers, in their workshop. And Clabberclaw used to be one of these children until Feywild magic kind of changed their appearance of sorts. So Clabberclaw, being very scared, doesn't really want to go near there, but is kind of taking your word from protection that will be okay. Decided to head off. It took a little bit to get there, and you're able to get kind of a rest from the travel. But then it wasn't too long until you started to see the enormous tree trunk of a home just raise up into view as you lowered the balloon down, not right on the doorstep, but a little farther away out of eyesight. And you decided to just walk up to the front door of Loom Lurch. And right before we ended, as you entered through the front, not the front gates of sorts, but 2 wooden bridges that were kind of gnarled up made of the roots of this hollowed out tree laying on the ground. There were a couple entryways into Loom Lurch. And there was one kind of going directly inside of the home, and another one that kind of went off to the right, and it looked like there was a makeshift market of sorts that had a few goblin kind people running about. And you thought, that looks interesting, let's go there first. With Arctreon kind of leading the charge through, as you started to make your way over the gnarled wood bridges that were formed by the tangled roots that sort of spanned rocky, dried up riverbeds. You noticed 3 stalls of goblin workers selling candy that were situated in the clearing. They were lit by windows carved into giant fallen trees to one side of it. You notice 2 goblins that are working in each stall. So like each stall has 2 goblins working inside of them. And you notice the whole enterprise here was closely watched by a very strange looking goblin with a toffee apple head who appeared to be muttering to themselves. And this, everyone, is where we begin tonight's session. So, with all that out of the way, Monarch 4, what would you like to do?
Probably go up to the first booth.
Yeah, what are they selling?
Yeah. I'll plot myself
okay.
right here.
So you go up, so you kind of like, as you've gone, like, kind of trying to pick which stall to go after, you notice that they're selling all kinds of goods. They look delicious at first, but as you're kind of getting a closer look, you notice that they're all made with like disgusting ingredients. Some of them include like beetles encased in hard candy, lollipops made from compacted ants and jellied worms, things of that nature.
I want to talk to the merchant and ask him how much they are. How much is the candy?
So as you go look at your Roll20 screen here, you'll see that there are 3 stalls here, one red, one green, and one blue with a kind of pinstriped coloration on the top. Which one would you like to go to first?
The blue one.
I am going to go with the red.
Okay, got one going to red, one going to blue.
I'll go to green.
Go to green. Okay. Moss will kind of follow behind Quincy there. Lucy will go to the green one. Abby, which one did you want to go to?
Abby has no idea. Abby's just watching everyone just like, why?
Why? Yeah, and you sort of, the goblin here, sort of closer to you, Abby, as your friends kind of integrate themselves into the market. There's just like a few goblins kind of looking at stalls and picking things up. You see little exchanges being made. Doesn't seem to be of money. It seems to be made with like trinkets of sorts. Like some are trading bells for marbles and things like that. Just kind of like whatever they have on them that's kind of valuable to them, like trading as it looks. And Abby, as you're kind of standing there and your friends are just immediately overtaken by these goblin markets, which by the way, everyone here is just like up to your waist. Like all of you are pretty like tall, hardy people. Quincy, you're a little bit on the shorter side, I think, but even the goblins are a bit like shorter than you. As a sea of goblins are kind of just doing all this trading, lots of murmuring, talking going on, a little bit of music kind of permeating out of like chimes and heavy drums and everything. You're not really sure where it's coming from. There's no one actually playing the music, but it's just kind of like filtering into the air. And for you, Abby, as you're standing here by this goblin with a toffee apple head, you're kind of looking at it, and he's wearing like a light green tunic. It looked like the sleeves have been kind of ripped off. They're tattered. Little thin brown leather belt with the bottoms that kind of fray out underneath the belt. Sort of a dark orange, yellow, and dark green striped pants that kind of fray out underneath with these little elf boots sort of thing with like little moccasins that have a tiny little point curled up at the top. And the toffee apple head, this kind of like brown and orange coloration, fairly hard in some places, but a little moist in others, and little droplets of caramel kind of like kind of melting off of the sides. You see 2 little leaves kind of popping out from the top of the toffee apple, and a little stem on the top. You can see that the eyes and the mouth, it's not like someone put a toffee apple over a goblin's head. It looks like someone carved and spooned out eye holes and an eye, like a mouth hole, basically. So you can see that the caramel part has been kind of cracked around the eyes and a little bit softer around the canvases in here. And then inside it just looked like scooped out sort of old apple, not even fresh apple, like a little bit on the brown side. And there's still a little bit of moisture inside. And same with the mouth as well. The outer part kind of carved jagged, almost like a jack-o'-lantern, but inside that moist sort of old apple texture is inside. And you hear them kind of muttering to themselves. They're sort of overseeing the marketplace, sort of standing like this, kind of stout. And you can't really make out in detail what they're saying from where you're standing, but you just hear them going, we'll talk about it. No, it's fine. No, stop. No, talk about it later. I don't want to talk about it now. It's fine. All right. No, go over there. Just stop. Okay. And for the rest of you going to your stalls, I'll get the three of you to roll a d20. Highest one will go first.
Alrighty.
I got a
Me
10.
and R like trying to understand if he wants to eat this person's head or not.
9.
9.
I rolled a 10.
Hey, there you go. So Jennings, as you kind of rock up to your stand, you see a goblin kind of come up, take one of the lollipops that's made from compacted ants. The goblin kind of pays for it with just like some marbles for bells kind of thing. Like, thank you. While I was in the way, you come up. The goblin comes up to you, kind of wearing like a burlap sack, like a potato bag, basically, with like a little like rope tied around the waist for a belt, and just like loose fitting pants. Again, kind of arms exposed, green skin, sort of bald on the top, beady little eyes, a little bit of jagged teeth, fangs, just looking up from you at the top. Hi there!
Hello, mate. Do you have any mead or ale?
Meat? No meat. No meat here. Snacks?
Okay.
Lots of lovely snacks.
Beautiful snacks.
Yeah.
No ale or any elixirs of any kind.
No, but why? You looking to get a little funky? You want to
I'll
get a
just
little...
see if there's a little bit of a drink, you know.
Oh,
Try the local brews.
Yes, local brews. That would be nice, Scout, or let us drink out here. But unfortunately not. We have to have our own fun, But if you're looking for a little bit of, and the goblin kind of like leans down into you. Yes, get that. I'm short. Lower yourself, please. Thank you. If you're looking for something to give you a little bit of extra spice, we don't have any ale, but I guarantee you, these lovely goodies here will kick you up a little bit of a notch, if you know what I'm saying.
Which would be your favorite?
Oh, my personal favorite?
Yes.
Let me see. When I've had a lot of lollipops with compacted ants. Honestly, the beetles encased in hard candy, super, super great. They're super hard. You crunch into them. They hurt your teeth. They're fantastic.
Now, are they the same effects if you don't crunch down, but you just kind of suck on it?
You can suck on it. You can crack on it. I mean, I won't tell you how to yuck your yum, but you enjoy them how you like.
Fantastic. How much for one?
Oh, what do you got?
Oh, I've got some rope. I've got some coins. If you like coins, you like shiny coins. I have what is it? What would you take for it?
Oh, here in Lermluch. Yeah, Lermluch. That's hard for me to say. I've only been hired here for a couple of days. Here in the dead fucking tree thing. We don't get money. Good old Skabatha. She loves her hard workers and has a very strict code of ethics, but we're not essentially allowed money. So anything on you that is of personal interest to you, some sort of favorite trinket maybe, or something that you enjoy very, very much.
Can Lucifer try to slide him like a really pretty gold coin?
Yeah. No, you need for money. I want something that's unique to you, friend. Anything that you have a personal interest in, something that you love that maybe you want to get rid of. The more you care about it, the better.
I really love this torch because of the way that you can light it on fire.
Light what? What on fire?
A torch.
A torch?
Yes. It's my favorite torch, actually.
Did you take it from like a dying relative or something? Is it like an antique torch?
Indeed, very close and personal. My grandfather actually was his favorite torch.
What did he light on fire with it?
Say it again.
What did he light on fire? What did he light fire with it?
Oh, all the things that you would want to light on fire, and that normally that you can't, because he was quite the rebel, you see. And that's why it's so important to me, because he would light all the things on fire, such an alchemist that I also now love fire. And that's why it is so tough to give it away. But for that beautiful piece of candy, I think I could pass it on to you.
Do you light any homes on fire with it?
Oh, of course. Only the nicest homes.
How nice were they?
Mansions. Priceless. Reach into the skies, you could barely see the tops.
Oh, and they all burnt down to a crisp.
You were crisp.
Oh, okay. Make a persuasion check.
Oh my god.
16 plus 3, 19.
So he sees the torch telling the story of like, oh, it's very personal to my dad. He lights things with all the time. It's like his favorite Zippo lighter, basically, is how you're describing it. And as you put that extra little flavor of like, oh yeah, he burned people's homes. He was vicious. The goblin's like, oh, that sounds really good. Looks down and like, tell you what, for that particular trinket, I'll give you 3 candies.
You are too generous. Lisa takes out his torch, looks at it one last time, gives it one nice last little, be well, you're in good hands now, and passes it down.
Oh, we're gonna light a lot of homes on fire with you.
If I see you again, I will look forward to hearing all about it.
Look out for the smoke, my friend. Anyway, so here you go. One there.
Thank you so much.
One there. So it gives you basically one of each. It gives you Beatles encased in hard candy. Gives you a lollipop made from compacted ants, and another lollipop made from jellied worms.
Okay, so candy, jellied worms, hard candy with beetles.
Yeah, so you got hard candy, beetles encased in hard candy, 2 lollipops, one made from compacted ants and one made from jellied worms.
Roger.
Yum.
Wonderful.
Is there anything else I can get you, friend?
Oh, I'm about to go tell all my friends here about your goods and wares, and I might have them come over to see what else you have.
Oh, please do, please do. The more trinkets I gather, the better my standing is here in the Lermluch.
Understandably so.
Okay.
Pleasure doing business with you, my friend.
Get your hands off of that fucking torch, and just goes back. That's like the goblin behind him is starting to like take it away from the back stall. All right, Quincy and Aiden, roll d20s again because you tied.
Yep. Yeah. Got
Roll,
13.
please.
13.
You
Did
fucking
you get a
serious?
13?
Got a 13.
Do
Bro.
it again.
Oh my god.
1.
17. Okay.
Hey.
Oh my god. There's no way. Oh my god. Amazing. Though. Okay. So I'm
right.
saying,
So you go over to your stall, Archeon. You see Lucifer starting to talk to their goblin stall merchants over there. Yeah, and a couple of goblins ahead of you, kind of waiting in a line. Exchanges being had. They leave. Again, goblin coming up, fairly similar sort of attire than the one that Jettings has, except they have kind of like an emo hairstyle. It's kind of just like flopped off to one side, covering one eye, one ear missing. One has like a giant like pirate ring off of their pointed earlobe. Over here has kind of a scar over the cheek. Down there, one of their fangs is kind of missing and loose. And they should look up at you. Leonin. I haven't seen one of your pride in these parts in some time.
Is that so?
What brings you over to Lermluch?
Just traveling lands, just passing through.
In the mood for some interesting candies there, are you?
What do you have?
Oh. It kind of goes down to the display of things. Again, a couple of similar ones that Jennings had seen. Some of the lollipops are here, some of the beetles encased in hard candy. You see a couple of skewers laid down on kind of a platter, all with various eyes, various eyeballs from like local wildlife. And there's some that are pretty big and plump, like they look like they're from like elk or deer eyes. And there's like a tiny plate next to him where the toothpicks are like this big. And the eyes are like tiny little marbles. Well, I've got the usual fare that you see over from all these other people, but this delicacy down here, we've got some of the finest Feywild elk eyes and some very juicy, very decadent fairy eyes that I have plucked myself.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Go on.
You
Do
want-
they do anything? If I ingest a fairy eyeball, will I grow wings?
Only one way to find out, my big furry friend.
Or
And I like kind of rest my hand on my warhammer on my hip.
or you could just tell me what they do.
Ah, typical Leonin trading tactics, I see. Trying to get something through fear and intimidation. I've been around the bend a few times, my guy, and don't think you want to be going for any weapons when Scabatha's home is right behind you.
Oh no, I'm just looking for a little bit of information.
I still wearing the bloody apron that is still dripping blood.
Yeah.
Like it's like I'm still not a pretty sight. Like nothing about me is like, oh, I'm gonna give him a
Constantly
hug.
moist.
Yeah,
all day moist.
Constantly moist.
Artreon, constantly moist.
Moist.
And yeah, so that blood is dripping down. There's
Yeah.
like a little bit of a trail as you're
Yeah.
going through sort of the high grass over here.
Okay. Can I do a bit of an insight check to kind of see if I know anything about these fairy eyes?
Sure.
Okay. Insight is
So this will be insight will be to the goblin to see if he's like telling the truth or not.
okay.
To learn like history about fairy wings or anything, that's more history, nature, that kind of thing.
Okay, can I do a history check on the eyeballs then?
Yeah.
All right. History is probably not great. Plus zero, so it's a straight roll.
Woo!
I got a fucking deck of 20.
Oh!
Hold on.
God
gotta
damn!
show
That
them
didn't take long, now did it?
Nice.
Your dice rolls have been redeemed.
I know. Well, let's play one roll at a time.
Yes. Fey creatures, especially things that have pure magic, like fairies, unicorns, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Pretty much anything, any sort of animal or insect that's taken from the Feywild and made to any kind of delicacy or food, there is probably going to be some sort of magical residue or effect from ingesting it.
Okay.
I don't think your people have ever eaten fairies before. It's not really you usually hunt for like bigger game.
Yeah.
But you do know ingesting anything from fairies will do something. It's kind of a wild
Okay.
magic sort of thing where it's like there's not a specific effect that happens when ingesting these things. It's whatever kind of happens.
Okay.
Well, you know us Leonins too well. I won't bother you with anything, but I will take a skewer of those elk eyes, and I will take 2 of the fairy eyeballs.
2 fairy eyeballs
Mm-hmm.
and some of the elk eyeballs too.
Maybe like 1, maybe 2.
1 stick,
I'll make it 2.
2 sticks of elk balls, and 2 sticks of fairy balls.
Yes, sir.
4 sticks altogether, that.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you have to trade for such a plethora of balls, my furry friend?
I am ever so glad you asked. I have with me.
Pull out this little oil flask. Sorry, no, I was going to use I have a prisoner's kit.
This is my prisoner's.
Sorry, poisoner's kit. I read that wrong completely. It's my
Poisoner's kit. And this I have used to poison some very, very powerful people.
You poison power. Who are these poor powerful people?
Oh, just some.
Make a
I'm forgetting
persuasion check
Okay,
at
yeah.
disadvantage.
yeah, I was trying to think of the name of I was thinking like dragon something that I couldn't remember the name. Okay, at disadvantage, because I'm terrible. What'd you say? Wait, hold on. Deception?
Yeah, deception as well. You could do either or.
Okay, 11 was the lowest, or 11 was the lowest. So 12.
12. Looks at you as you're like, I used this to poison many famous, like, very powerful people. Like, who was it? Well, it looks like you're like trying to remember. And he's like, tell you what, you throw in the poison kit and a lock of your wonderful Leonin mane. Like a handful.
Sure.
Enough that there's like a sizable chunk missing.
Like, I feel like, wasn't I missing already a little bit of hair from a previous adventure? I feel like we got like something got cut off or something. I can't remember.
Did get cut from something. I remember. Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. I know I'm missing over. Like, I like reach back to where there's something missing. I'm like,
I think it was Clabberclaw.
Yeah, I think it was Clabberclaw. Yeah.
It was.
Cut off a little bit of my hair.
How about just one elk eyeball and one fairy eyeball for the poisoner's kit?
Dear.
And I like lean down and just outstretch a finger to like shake his hand.
Deal.
Thank you kindly, third one. Gimme.
Oh, here. Be careful with it.
Don't eat this.
Don't drink it. Or, well, I mean, you could.
Not like the last time. Someone tried poisoner's kit one time and everyone thought it was something to eat, and it did not turn out very good. All right, here you go. Hands you like one like favorable like meat like skewer and one tiny little toothpick with like two little like tiny balls on it.
Perfect. I'll just take that in a bag and kind of just like simultaneously we all kind of turn around afterwards, but on to Quincy.
Yes. All right. So over you, Quincy, with Moss behind you. A couple of goblins, the same thing, kind of going up, exchanging trinkets.
I feel like with all of that, just as that was happening, I want like a plethora of candy in front of me. I probably want like 7 pieces of just a menagerie of stuff. Like, so like, and I want this, and give me one of those chocolates over there. Yes, yeah, the one with the big old beetle eyes in it. Yes, for the one, yeah, right there. Okay.
You want that? Okay.
Yeah.
The goblin you're talking to has like a mohawk, and it looks like someone like punched them in the jaw, and their jaw is just broken and like jutted forward. So like their speech is just like it's like their mouth is kind of like pursed up a little bit. Fairly small. The other goblins are kind of like a little bit on the bigger side. This one's like fairly skinny. Has like a few scars like on the arms, on the chest, and everything, a bit roughed up, and goes up to you and says, "Do you want a lot?" Oh,
yeah. So that makes about like that'll make 1, 2, 3. That's 6, 7 pieces. 7 pieces. Yes, wonderful. How much?
Oh, that's quite a lot of things there. The candy, the lollipops, the eyes, and the chocolates. You look over to the chocolates too, and they have these like little faces ingrained in them, like in the chocolate, where there's just like hollowed out eyes and mouths just going this.
No.
Like, oh, yeah.
Just like, help me, help me.
Wonderful. Yes. How much for the lot?
Oh, well, that's quite the bundle there. I'm not really doing any deals right now, but what do you have to trade? You got anything good in those pockets?
I want to turn to Abby. Abby, where's your jars? You have your jars, right? I'm saying I believe you muted still.
Oh yeah, I have all my jars inside my pockets.
I want 2 of the jars with the water in it, the special water.
Bavlorna's bathwater?
Mixed in with Leonin pea.
Yeah. An acidic gelatinous cube goo.
Folks, don't take it.
Okay.
Doesn't know.
So I take those 2 jars and I put them on the counter, and I slide them over to the goblin. This is some powerful water. Not only has it been enchanted by a witch, but also it has slain a monster, and it has the warrior's essence mixed into it.
Oh, it's got a lot of my essence.
And he's just like looking at me like, oh wow.
I want to open it up, and as I'm opening it up, I want to kind of prestidigitation the jar itself to kind of like glow a little bit.
Okay.
Ooh.
And so it's just kind of like it's just gonna do a light faint glow, as if like my hand holding underneath it was like a LED, kind of like as it like lights up like a bottle. Take a whiff of that, friend.
Should Quincy do a performance roll towards Abby because
as you're showing the lit up jars and have this sort of like bioluminescent glow to it, and you're kind of opening up, this low hum comes out of it for your prestidigitation, and the bright light is like the goblin is like shielding it from his eyes. Like, dear God, it's beautiful.
And I quickly cap it and put it back on the thing, and the glowing stops. Now, I think 2 of these jars is more than fair for 7 wonderful pieces of candy.
What'll happen if I drink it?
What'll happen if I eat the candy?
Roll persuasion or deception, either or.
Okay. Persuasion, deception, which is higher. They're both the same, so that's not horrible. 14. I want to do persuasion. I don't want to be deceptive. I lean in.
To be honest, there's been a couple of us back here that have been trying to get some drinks on the menu. You know, some for people to enjoy. A lot of times we ask for meat or for oil or whiskey, stuff like that.
I will say, this has been blessed by the coven itself.
The hourglass coven?
This water right here. Mm-hmm.
On top of all the things that you said it did?
Well, I mean, I said it was blessed by a witch, didn't I? Those witches, the hourglass coven.
How did they bless it?
With their hands. No.
You can't ask questions like that. I can't even ask questions like that. I was told it was
I'm
blessed.
just trying to get details. I could maybe upsell this with a really cool
Oh,
cake.
right. It's true. I'd say that by spite. I mean, anything blessed by spite is valuable, right?
Oh, they have lots of that. They have lots of spite. Okay. You've got yourself a deal, my
And
friend.
I quickly take the jar out of the candy and put it in a bag and just toss in the bottles and turn around and like kind of take Evie's shoulders and like move him and be like walk.
But as you guys are starting to walk, the goblin, like the jars for the goblin is like, it's like a two-hander kind of thing, like a moonshine jar. You see him pick one of them up, just kind of put it in their arm and start to.
Don't take a big swig of that. You want to dilute it.
You see steam, like from the acidity from the gelatinous cube, like start to rise up. And he just looks at you like, don't drink it, as it settles, and goes, make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Please don't kill him. Oh, that's a 17, 12 plus 5.
Oh, good.
Also got a 17.
Oh,
Does there have any benefit? Adds
Shit,
to
He
it?
looks at you one more time, he's like, why?
Oh, it's your life. That's just powerful stuff.
He just like takes a big sniff of like the acidic vapors.
He gets a waft of that urethra.
Yeah,
fumes
it's
in
like
there.
that like stinging, pungent,
Very potent.
asparagus smelling liquid.
oh no!
Comes through and just stinging their nostrils, and you see their eyes go in the back of their head. That's some good shit. Just puts the cap back on and like takes the other one and starts like waddling to the back. Take over the stall. I gotta start aerating this stuff.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Incredible.
Oh,
So you
that's
have-
amazing.
You have, so just for short term, Jennings, you have 3 candies. Aiden, you have 2 candies, and Quincy, you have 7
I have
candies.
7 suckers.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. While all this is going on, Abby, did you want to interact with anyone, do anything, or are you just kind of watching as
He's
this
just
all
going
goes
with the
on?
flow right now. He's just like thinking about these jars and why they glowed.
Okay. As you're kind of sitting there, the goblin with the toffee apple head is kind of muttering himself, just kind of looks over at you.
Wait, what are you doing?
Lucifer kind of hears it like over his shoulder, like,
They're
what
doing
is
it
that
to me.
sound?
Hail, friend.
What you doing standing there for?
Because they're not sitting.
Are you sitting?
Oh, I'm standing.
Not sitting.
That's not what I asked. I said, why are you standing there?
Oh my god.
Because I'm not. I looked at Quincy.
You have a wonderful establishment here, Applehead.
No. The name's not Applehead. It's Chucklehead.
Oh, apologies, Chucklehead.
This is the
Um,
dripping guy, right?
This is the toffee apple guy that's just been like overseeing the stalls here.
We are actually wandering through, and would actually. What can you tell us about this place? We're obviously very new here.
Oh, you're new to the Lurch? Oh, that's fantastic. What would you like to know, friends? What brings you here? Do you need to sit down? Would you like me to get you anything?
No.
Here's
We're
the-
we're just kind of wandering, passing through as travelers tend to do. We're exploring the various wonders of Prismere. We heard it was under new management, so we wanted to see what the new management has done with the place.
Oh, yes. And the Hourglass Coven has definitely changed up a few things, you know. All for
Is
the
this the
better.
home of one of
Oh,
them? Is this the home of one of them? Of the Hourglass Coven?
Indeed it is, traveler. Yes, it's home to Scabatha Nightshade, yes.
The Granny Nightshade.
That's
The
correct.
clockwork key on the back Nightshade.
That is
The one
yes.
that is very well known in all other parts of Prismere, Nightshade.
Well, she likes to think she is, yes, and most of them.
Oh, never met her in my life, honestly.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Were you looking for an audience, Miss Granny Nightshade? Were you looking to
Oh.
add to the workshop detail or anything like that?
The workshop, like add to it. No, we're not looking for employment. If that's what you're asking.
That's one way of putting
but-
it. Yes.
An audience with Granny Nightshade wouldn't be a bad thing. I look at my companions.
And Lucifer, like overhearing this, walk up and say, I genuinely just want to ask you about this beautiful architecture.
I want to ask why you're dripping.
Yeah.
Abby, you can't say things.
Why
like
are
that.
you moist?
And you just,
Yeah,
the blood's
I'm
coming
like
off you.
still dripping. Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you dripping everywhere?
Well, Scabatha and her benevolent ways of dealing with workers who get out of line. It's just to remind me not to don't get high on your own supply, as they say.
So she made you delicious?
I don't eat myself, if that's what you're asking.
Lucifer like slowly
good.
places his hand on the side of Ebby's neck, just like, easy, buddy.
And you see him like muttering to himself again. He's like, "No, I don't. Okay, that was one time. I tried it a little bit. That's fine. Shut up.
Is there like a bite taken out of the side of him right there, or somewhere on his head?
Make a perception check
I'm like slowly leaning in with like a gaping maw, like
or investigation.
14.
Lucifer slowly reaches to both his buddies.
You
like,
do
"Hey,
notice
hey."
there's like off to the side here, there's this round toffee-headed apple head. There's like a chunk missing, like under the
Mhm.
jaw here, where it looks like some fingers just like took out a chunk. There's just like a little bit of apple core like exposed.
Mhm.
That's different coloration from the toffee.
Mhm.
Interesting.
What's his name again?
Chucklehead.
Chuckle.
Thank you.
So, Chucklehead, you would be able to get us an audience with Granny Nightshade, yes?
Yes, if that's what you all truly desire. If you have business with the Hourglass Coven, and
We
you are-
do indeed. But I will say that I have there's actually someone of part of our team who would like to meet them extremely much so. And one moment though, and I kind of motioned for my friends to come around just real quick because I have a plan I want to share. So I want us all kind of huddle, and I'll whisper to them. Clearly wanting to make sure that Chucklehead doesn't hear us, but if he's trying to hear whatever, but I'm trying to be a little bit stealthy with this. I'm going to change into the witch charm because I have a masquerade tattoo ready to go. And I kind of lift up my sleeve and I kind of show that a tattoo is ready to go. And I want to infiltrate this place as charm on behalf of Bavlorna and cause a little bit of mischief.
Ooh, okay.
That's my idea. That was my idea anyway.
Okay.
And it involved candy apples.
It can very much so.
When can I kill somebody?
Agreed.
Probably very soon.
Never.
Okay. To be discussed.
Liz Valenza says, I'm down for any plan that incorporates getting these poor people mead and alcohol.
I mean,
Second that.
we could definitely try to take out Granny Nightshade today.
My axe is
opposed.
sharp. Yeah, my weapons are ready.
Listen,
call some havoc
Clavicar is
first.
safe now.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
That's
good.
true. Let's explore a little bit and see what havoc we can trouble.
Mm.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Quincy
Mm.
go back, change into Charm, and come back as Charm.
Oh.
Okay. You all know her. We're all
Yes.
friends. Okay.
Mhm.
Just so you know.
She charming.
What are we specifically doing with charm? So we are on the
so-
same page.
So Charm, I don't think you were here for all of it, Jennings, but Charm was a witch we met in Bavlorna's cottage that was meeting with Bavlorna, and Charm was this kind of witch that was like sent to do errands and kind of like an in-betweener between the Hourglass Coven. And I believe, if I remember correctly, Charm was sent to Bavlorna by Granny Nightshade or someone else to steal something from Bavlorna. So I
Mhm.
want to come
I
back
remember
to
that.
Granny Nightshade as Charm, saying that it was kind of, either a job kind of messed up, or to kind of come into Granny Nightshade as Charm, as like Bavlorna gave me a better offer, and kind of cause havoc right in front of her and blame it on Bavlorna and try to start like an internal fight with
Of course.
everyone. So yeah.
Lovely.
Okay. Oh yes. So I will go fetch her. And
Bye.
Wait, you're gonna go fetch it. I'll get her for you.
No. Our friend who really wants to meet Granny Nightshade. I'll be back.
A very special friend who has a very special connection with Granny Nightshade. You could consider them a granddaughter of sorts. Now, about this architecture.
It was a tree that got cut down
Hmm.
and then made into a home.
Who cut it down?
A few of us did. There's some little kids that Granny Nightshade had that helped. Some other bullywogs and other things like that.
Some normal kids chopped down a whole tree? They had to be magical kids or helped magically by some sort.
Unless,
no,
of course, you
just-
did most of the
just,
heavy
um,
lifting.
No, not at all. Just some regular old kids from the material plane. I think they were like 8 years old, 9 years old.
Seems a little bit young for employment.
Especially coming from a different realm.
Hmm.
Alone, I assume.
Granny Nightshade does what she thinks is best, and she's told us that these kids had families that didn't want them, that they were outcasts in their land, and they're here to get purpose back and to live under her rule.
Does Granny Nightshade often take kids under her wing?
Yes, the workshop inside of Loom Luch is run by a lot of the runaways that has come into her possession.
Abby's slowly gonna be like stealthily walking closer to the apple to Chucklehead, just trying to investigate the dripping.
Make an
I'm gonna-
investigation check.
I'm gonna come back as Charm and be like, well, you know, boys, as they say when in Prismere,
21.
in Grey Nightshade's realm, we abide by Grey Nightshade's rules.
Yeah, kind of.
Hello, Chucklehead.
Oh, and you're showing up as Charm?
Yeah, I'm back as Charm.
Okay.
Look who's here.
So as Quincy, as you kind of go off sort of into the tree line in front of Lurm Lurch, you come back as a Darkling, fairly taller, sort of gray-skinned, elf-looking creature, a bit sinister. You kind of mimic the style that you had seen in the meeting with Bavlorna, wearing that crooked sort of witch's hat, long flowing robes, elongated fingers with kind of dirty fingernails at your sides. Charm?
We would like a meeting with Granny Nightshade as soon as possible. I have a message to her from Bavlorna.
From Bavlorna? Oh. Okay, right away. Did you want any tea? Anything that I can get you?
Not at this point. Not at this time. Please get us to Granny Nightshade and do not bother us again.
Absolutely. No worries. This for you and your new companions here?
Bodyguard. Sorry.
Protection. Yes. Yes. Well, we had some problems on the way.
Had. Keyword. Had.
True.
Okay. I will go and inform her at once. Feel free to roam the grounds as you like. It's very exquisite and creepy grounds. But don't worry, just don't touch many things and you'll be fine.
Where shall we expect to meet Granny Nightshade again? Usual place?
Yes, in the usual place, in the foyer, right in the front entrance there. We'll sit down and sit the armchairs and the tables and everything, and she will come meet you there.
Wonderful.
Thank
you, Chucklehead.
No, it is. I'll be right back. Don't fucking do anything till I get back, okay? Don't fucking eat any more candies, you fucking weird. Just sort of waddles off.
Does Ebby have like sticky stuff on his feathers now?
I rolled a 21.
So what are you trying to see exactly?
He was just trying to get closer to see if he could see if the dripping was like delicious.
It smells like it's constantly sort of moist and melting. Like the inner shell of it is still pretty hard, but like there's like an outer layer that's just drooping and looks so delicious. It smells fresh. The inside of the core is a little rotten smelling, but it's kind of overtaken by the very powerful, buttery, sugary, caramely smell of the toffee.
Nice.
Good to know.
Were you gonna go for a bite?
Oh, give me a sec.
No.
God, yeah.
Okay. Make me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of beak.
5.
Oh.
Nothing aggressive though, just like a.
So, as Chucklehead starts to walk past your party here, as you're all kind of now grouped up around Chucklehead, he's like, right, at once. I'll be right back. And you just see Abby the whole time just like dead staring at this little toffee apple. And as soon as Chucklehead kind of walks past their purview, just goes in for a peck right away and grabs, and it's not like a quick peck, it's like a big dent in the top of the head, ripping out one of the leaves and some of the stalk, and like this sort of elongated piece of caramel is like on Ebby's beak, just boom! Chucklehead walking by. Ah!
Ebenaya!
What the?
Lucifer
Who did
reaches
that?
over and like
I didn't
grabs some of the
do it.
caramel hanging from Ebby's mouth. What are you doing?
It just disappeared.
Ebenaya? Stop.
Bad.
He takes a step back.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, he's very hungry. If you guys have
These
any
are the friends
food,
you're gonna let into Granny Nightshade's home? I'm trying to be nice here and get you my job, but just can't
I'm
just
so
go around
sorry.
people's heads and
I'm
stuff.
so sorry if it helps you.
Ebenaya, a jar.
Wait, what?
Ooh.
The water.
reaches in.
I will give Chucklehead a jar. Don't drink it, dilute it. It's very powerful stuff.
Very powerful stuff. Trust me, I've
Benaiah
tried it.
apologizes.
No, we're not gonna kill them all. It's fine. Shut up.
What was that?
What?
You will most certainly not. Now move on, Chucklehead.
No, it's not. Sorry. That's not me. It's the maggot living inside my head.
Wow, would you look at the time? Time for you to leave.
Sorry. It's just.
Maggot inside.
It's hard to shut him up. You just talk to me a lot, and they start to. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I see a lot of this, but not a lot of this.
Did the bite Abby get turn out to be delicious?
It was
Roll for taste.
It was so delicious.
Okay, give me a sec.
Oh my god.
One more roll I have to see. Okay. Abby may be on a fiend during this trip. Just so you know.
Pecking everything.
Abby's eyes just go all black after pecking onto the caramel.
His fix from the cupcake bowl from earlier is gone.
All right, what did you roll, Abby? Are you going in for another bite?
No. This is a personality roll I rolled for him. So
Okay.
it's fine. Yeah.
But yeah, explains that. Says that there's a maggot inside my head. It talks to me a lot, but it's really changed my outlook on life. And then our trainer like, I see a lot of this and not a lot of this. Make an intimidation roll.
Okay.
Does he get an advantage because of the bib?
Yes.
Okay.
Your change in outlook must be a sweet one, huh?
12. I got 12.
Looks at you, and then you say that like, actually, this maggot has changed my outlook on life a little bit. You know, ever since this happened, and it's been burrowing inside my brain. I've had a bit of a more sweeter outlook on life. You know, I didn't used to be the most nicest goblin back in the day, and I've tried really hard to change my ways. And when people start pecking my head and start being rude to me, it makes me get a little fucking mad again.
If it helps, you're delicious.
It doesn't help.
Okay.
We will be waiting in the parlor for Granny Nightshade.
I have to go. I'm sorry. Be right back.
Quirky little thing, isn't he?
And Abby goes, I
Like-
was going to give a charter to the late night lady.
I look over it. I'd be like, I
Abby.
was going to do the exact same thing. Trust me. Listen. I'm glad you did because it wasn't going to be a little peek, a little beak peck. It was going to be like a yeah. So how was it? Oh my God,
Every
was it
takes
so
some of the
good?
caramel from his mouth and just hands it.
Just takes a little bit of the caramel that was dripping from Abby's beat that he grabbed. He's like,
It's good. It's good.
It literally tastes like it was made fresh that day.
Oh,
Ooh,
Like
nice.
it's
Okay,
warm,
wait.
inviting.
Collective team decision. If we kill everybody, we have to kill Chucklehead because we got to eat him. Everybody in?
All right.
Yep.
Sure.
Cool.
But like,
I'm done.
but if we don't kill him, we can like keep him and just harvest him.
Apparently
Whoa,
the-
Abby,
Oh my
let's
God!
do
Oh my
this.
God! That is
Abby,
a war
that's so
crime!
dark.
That is a war crime!
That is horrible.
I'm
Dad, what
barbaric,
The
but
sweetest, most loving druid ever, but one bite of a toffee apple head. Dude,
Let's harvest his organs.
Lucifer takes out a little notepad and just writes down on this list of shit Abby says.
What was the first thing?
Just-
This isn't a game. This is command.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Let's just harvest his organs. Keep him alive.
We're just like
to
walking
keep
and
that
talking as
caramel.
this
Please
happens.
no! Why are you doing this? I thought you were supposed to be heroes.
Adventurous.
Anti-hero.
Adventurous adventurous.
People with the two
Okay,
stuff.
so Chucklehead sort of runs off, sort of back towards.
Oh my God!
So these windows here have kind of light from the inside of the hollowed out tree. And you see Chucklehead kind of go back down to the gnarled up roots bridge that you passed.
Mhm.
You kind of see them going left and then making their way to the second gnarled root bridge towards the front entrance. Lermluch here.
Because this was the entrance, right? This is what we presume to be.
Yeah, you can say that
entrance?
kind of seemed to be like the front entrance, and that went into a wider space.
So we should probably follow him.
It depends. He said it would take. He's like, it'll take like give me a minute to go get her, basically. And in the meantime, you had free range to like walk around here if you wanted to, or you could just go to that room and just hang out until she arrives.
What do you guys want to do?
So, I mean, do you want to talk really quickly about because the room's open.
Yes.
I think we should go. Yeah.
Abby just walks ahead.
We'll walk across the bridge. I want to, when we get to the other side of this bridge here, I want to Presti a small flame under the bridge.
Prestidigitation?
Mm-hmm. I want to create a small candle again.
I believe you have to. Let me just see. You might have to be in range.
If like it's a range of 10 feet. Presti is so like right when we get to the opposite edge of this bridge. Presuming no one is around us, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna go ahead and Prestidigitation a small candle under.
But once you leave the 10-foot range, it'll poof.
Do I have to stay within the 10-foot range?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then let's do this.
Because with the building in the Bullywog Kingdom, you lit something on fire, but like you used it to like light a physical thing on fire, and then you left it there.
Okay. Well, I want to light a candle and light something on fire.
Okay.
Yeah, arson. Let's go.
Okay.
If I do this all as someone who's not Quincy, they can't.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing this all as charm. So right now you're gonna. So you're as the 3 or the 5. Whoop. Oh shit. No, stay there. 2, 3, 4. Oh, Archon's over there. So yeah. So as the 5 of you, start making your way over the bridge over here. Quincy, you're going to sort of go to the opposite edge and then go down to the riverbed there and go underneath.
Yeah, I'd like to do it like underneath.
Okay.
I want to do a perception check for Abby to see if he sees anything worthwhile looking at over the bridge on the left side.
On the left side. Okay, make a perception check.
Is that a 1? No. 11.
11. So looking over on that side of it looks like a dried up. So you remember you saw various riverbeds and lake paths kind of winding throughout this part of Prismere. This just looks like a lake bed that just like dried up, or a riverbed that like made its way here and dried up for whatever reason, whether it was made on purpose or there's not enough water to come here. So you don't see any creatures or anything. There's just this thin little dried up river channel coming through, and just dried up rock and abandoned riverbed. The ledge here is about 10 feet high, but other than that, you don't really see anything of importance. And for you, Quincy, the bridge is 10 feet above the ground. So you couldn't just like light a candle on the ground and have it burn. You'd have to like
Sure.
sort of strategic about where you place it.
Then let's see if I can do. Well, anything else wouldn't be as subtle. All right, I'll forgo that then.
Okay.
I won't do that then. I won't risk too much then. I'll just follow them and walk the path and get up to the entrance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna follow them into the waiting room in there?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So do you guys want to? Well, I guess you won't go into marching order because you're going to the room. But as
Oh, did I go too far ahead? Oops.
no, that's the room.
It's fine. It's fine.
Sweet.
I can't move my piece, which
Okay.
makes it
So,
weird.
I can't remember. Sometimes people, I just move them because they're faster sometimes.
Thank you.
But yeah. So okay. So you go over the second gnarled root bridge here,
Mhm.
and as you kind of enter into this chamber, which is nestled between two walls of twisted roots through gaps in which you can see the eerily beautiful woodland surrounding you. A closed wooden door stands opposite the root bridge that leads into this room, in the center of which are 4 armchairs, encircling a small table and a painted wooden box 3 feet on a side rests in a corner. A crank protrudes from one side of it, causing it to resemble an oversized jack-in-the-box.
Can Lucifer check that out?
For sure.
I was
Which
hoping
one?
somebody would because I don't want to.
Yeah, no, Lucifer's cool with like going to check out the freaky stuff.
You're looking at the Jack in the Box?
Okay.
Abby's gonna follow up with it.
'Cause he's just curious if it has anything to do with Chucklehead.
What are those dots on the map? The white dots? Are they steps?
Whoop, 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 whoop. 1 second.
Right.
It's just like an arch or something.
Yeah.
Or is it
Yeah.
just like showing where the edge of the room is?
Yeah.
Did you say what the thing was in the box is in the far right corner?
That's the Jack in the Box.
That's the Jack in the Box? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. That's Jack in the Box. You can see the little tiny lever on the right side of it there.
Oh,
Can,
yeah.
Can Lucifer walk over there and just like being just wary of what could pop out, like get low kind of on his belly to then grab the lever so he's below like the lid.
Abby will stand fully up beside you.
So brave. So brave. Yeah. I mean, he's just like, what are you doing? Like,
like one hand axe.
Yeah.
Out
So that
as he goes to slowly crank it. Just in
Okay.
case something like live pops out, he's just like,
all right. So you begin to crank the box.
mm.
So as you're looking at the box as well, it's got designs on it. So apart from the crank on the side, there's imagery of 2 children that kind of look like Cabbage Patch dolls, kind of artistic rendering. One a boy, one a girl, big round faces. The boy has like brown short hair, the girl long flowing brown hair with ponytail. They have like kind of light purplish skin tone, kind of rosy cheeks painted on here. Their eyes are kind of like just beady little black dots with like big smiles full of teeth. The boy is wearing like blue overalls with a white shirt underneath, and brown shoes. The girl is wearing this sort of like flowing long dress with like frilly cuffs. There's sort of a green outline on the corners of the box, like on the outline on the top and the bottom and covering the corners, with a bit of green vines kind of etching along the sides, sort of red poppy looking flowers kind of just assorted all around each side. And on each panel, they're not all the same image. So one of them is kind of like the kids are like back to back. There's one where the 2 kids are like hugging. And above the kids are 2 decrepit, old, weathered looking hands that are like reaching down for them. One's kind of coming from the top and one's kind of coming from the side and like in various arrangements on each panel of the box. As you go to open or to start cranking the side of the music box, start to hear a tune. Start cranking it, and this little ding, 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 and this little arrangement of little key notes are playing.
Pretty.
That's cursed. It's cursed. It's cursed. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Nothing good comes from my music.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check.
It's either open it or use your Warhammer. Which one do you want to use?
Oh, well, that's it. Come on, you can't ask me that.
Abby's gonna immediately start doing an Arcana check. That's okay.
So this is gonna hold it like in a pause position. He's like, if you want to check this out, I was just gonna open it.
Oh, no,
hopefully
So
this-
you've been cranking it for a good, let's say, like 6 seconds now. And then, are you stopping, or are you continuing to do it?
pause. Looks at it. Looks at Abby and Actrion. Continue
Badly.
or wait.
Send it.
He starts cranking it faster.
Yeah, he's like,
You do Arcana check still?
I did, so I ended up with a 9.
9. Kind of hard to tell. So you're looking at it, you're like, random Jack in the Box thing on the ground in the Feywild. Could have magical properties to it, but you haven't seen anything like this yourself. And as you kind of crank it, the music ding 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 ding, a click. I need you to roll a d8.
Oh.
Just Jennings?
Just Jennings.
A D8. Yeah. 8.
8. Ding 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 ding. Boom! The top flies open and a paper green dragon on a spring goes
Again!
Maybe not again.
I'm like literally like wielding my axe. Like,
And then Lucifer had his hand axe the whole time, like, I doesn't break eye contact with us. Like, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can Lucifer do an? No, he's not gonna do any kind of check. He just goes, "Hello there, little guy." Just wants to test the waters. Hopefully, nothing happens.
Is the thing actually
It's
blinking or is
just a
that just you?
toy. It's just a toy.
Are we
Lucifer
sure about
uses
that?
the flat side of his hand axe to like go press the green dragon back into the box.
Should we like it?
Close.
Close the back shut.
This was like, I hate to assume the coast is clear. I think we're
Wanna do it
alright.
again?
All right, we probably should discuss this now. Do we want to kill Green Nightshade when she comes, or what do we do?
I think we chat for a moment.
Okay.
You should ask her about the box. 'Cause
Yeah.
that was fantastic.
What do we want to ask Green Nightshade?
How are you? How was your day? Did you drink water today? Did you remember to eat?
Lucifer looks back at Octreon. Did you drink water today?
I drank lots. Yeah. Yeah.
Good. There's a
I'm
lot of
like-
water and blood in
like,
this.
like pulling out a little flask, like
Hydrated.
There's also a side table in this room as well.
I'm gonna have Charm sit down at the table, kind of just cross legs, and just kind of stay there while these three do whatever they want.
Mhm.
Abby's like hyper focused on the box. So
Lucifer's walking around, just kind of like flipping his hand axe now in his hand. Can I do a perception check to see if I just notice anything out of the ordinary in this room?
I was actually gonna do a perception check as well.
Sure, make perception checks.
Hadouken. Oh god, a 1. It's just a room.
17, 18, 19, 20,
A
21.
nice little tree
21.
room.
Yeah, it's a room.
Well, plus 1 is a 2. It's still a room.
It's still a room.
No, for you, Jennings, looking around, you're just inside this hollowed out, gnarled tree trunk. The armchairs look fairly old, but look really comfy. Huge, squishy arms, big, huge cushions to sit in. The table itself looks like fairly well made. This just looks like a parlor, chilling out, resting area. Nothing of any sort of concern. And for you, Arctreon, as you're looking around, 21.
I wore my glasses today.
Yeah. So actually, as everyone's kind of looking around, Lucifer is playing with the Jack in the Box, and Quincy and Moss and Abby are kind of huddled around him, be like, "Oh, what the fuck is this?" Like, "Oh, maybe get back." They're kind of concerned about that. They're just kind of taking a look around the room, and the chairs that are around the table, the 4 of them, the armchairs, big comfy like lazy boy, quilted cotton lined chairs there, all kind of a green and dark blue coloration. See the buttons still pinned in to the various cushions of the back and the front. Kind of looking all around. Kind of look back at your party having fun with the box, and you see the boing, oing, 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 oing. And you look back, and one of the chairs, they're all like centered towards the table. One of them is slightly askew. Just like a touch of an inch, just on an angle.
Got some engineers there, Archon?
Do you say anything about that?
This
I
one,
just out of curiosity, I'm just like, do that again. Do it again. Do it again.
The box.
Yeah, do the box again. Do the box.
Abby, would you like to spin it?
Yes. Sorry. He just goes over and starts turning it.
And I'm gonna stay laser focused at these chairs and the table now.
Okay. So, Evie, you take out your beautiful peacock feathered plumage of hands. The box with the weird kind of creepy coloration of children and hands reaching for them. Pick it up. Ding 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 ding. Roll a d8.
I don't know. I gotta fix.
That's not a D8. 5. Where's that?
Ding 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 ding. Boing yoing 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 yoing. Just another coloration of a felt green wormling dragon.
Okay.
On a spring, the wings out, the snout just bobbing back and forth.
Can I look inside?
Sure.
I look inside.
All right, make an investigation.
17.
17. Looks out the box. Spring to a darkened crate of a box.
Can I see to the bottom of it?
The bottom is just the bottom of the box.
Okay. It's
Did
magic.
I notice the chair move again?
Make a perception check.
Perception check. And perception check at advantage because I've been staring at it? Possibly?
For that one chair in particular, sure.
Okay. 12 of 4, 16.
16. So you're like, do that again. Do that again. You just stare at the one chair that's just like ever so slightly askew to the left.
Mhm.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding. Boing, boing, boing. Doesn't move.
I am going to use magic awareness. While I'm here as an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you, as long as it's not behind total cover.
Okay.
Once you sense a spell, you can learn it, which school of magic it belongs to.
All right. So as you're kind of seeing Abby or hearing Abby pop the Jack in the Box, you're like, this low rumble of a growl enters into your leonin jaws, and your eyelids, normally blinking up and down, a second coat goes sideways, turning on your magical awareness. A grayscale takes over the area. Yeah, these chairs are not giving you any indication of spells or magical items. No residue, no glitter floating around the aura or anything that would indicate these were magical in some sense like that.
I'm just going
What do
to
you
grab
do?
the chair. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
What are you doing? You're like looking around very intently.
I don't think we're alone in this room.
Yeah, there's a box. This dragon.
I want to cast Fairy Fire.
Just like
Mhm.
I want to cast Fairy Fire in this room. It's a 20-foot cube, and each creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in, let's say, green. Every creature.
Okay.
ooh, I like that a lot. That's great to
That's
have.
super cool.
Dang.
So, you seeing this, or seeing Archeron's interest in these chairs, go over to them and just say, back up a second. Back up a second. Roll up your sleeves. This green fire starts to emanate from Quincy's hands. And you go to just almost like you've taken like oil that's flammable and just throwing it down all over the chairs and on the table as well. The green flame falls onto the armchair and onto the tables. And the flames start to curdle and get up pretty high. And the rest of you kind of looking.
Is anything glowing
gonna-
besides us?
I'm gonna unclick. I'm gonna unsheath my great axe and just kind
As
of
the
have it in my
flames kind
hands.
of roar a little bit and they start to dissipate and descend, you start to see 3 of the armchairs leave a green glow around them. The armchairs start to the inside of the armchair in the back mouths start to
Nope,
Your
no.
eyes
Pulls out
start to
both
come
hand
from the
axes.
top as 3 mimics start to transform
Ah,
out of the
nerds!
chairs and grow large. And it's there, everyone, that we're taking a break.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun.
When we come back, just
Kill
a little
things.
short 10-minute, 5-10 minute break here just to refill drinks and everything. Monarch 4 going to be fighting some mimics, motherfuckers.
Oh,
Let's kill things.
And we are back. Thank you, everyone, for letting us
Hello.
take a little bit of a break there. Grab the drinks, grab the snacks, all that good stuff. Also, shout out to Dead Aussie Gamer, Dag, for the raid. Thank you, my friend. Super appreciate it. But now they're all refueled. Let's get back into it, everybody. As the Monarch 4 made their way to the parlor room, awaiting the arrival of Scabatha Nightshade, suddenly noticed that some chairs in the room were not acting the way that they should have. And with a fairy fire spell from Quincy, revealed that these three chairs out of the 4 were in fact mimics. And a battle has ensued. And you skipped that surprise round because that would have been awesome. But ladies and gents and genders of all sizes, it's time to roll initiative.
boy. Oh, that's
I'm gonna
bad.
use the bone one. Yeah.
Roll a 7.
17.
Nice.
Down.
A 10.
A 3.
Lucifer.
I will be playing your monk badass Moss. Jackie, if you're watching, I hope you do you justice.
Let's go, Moss.
You gotta do something like just like completely out of the realm. Like she just like jumps onto like the ceiling and like attaches with the claws and like jumps down afterwards, like just bouncing off the walls.
All right, Evie, what did you get?
7.
11?
7.
7. 7, 11. Arctreon,
17.
Gene, Quincy.
Wait, initiative. Sorry. Hold on. I have 17, 18, 19. Excuse me.
19.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Wait, we have numbers for initiative.
Yes, I
Should
forgot
be
about
there should be an initiative track number plus of there.
9.
Okay, Quincy.
3.
3. Lucifer.
10.
10?
My voice went out there. Sorry. I'm still going through puberty at 29. It's crazy.
Wait till you're 30.
All right.
Does it get even better?
You get extra puberty.
Nice.
Extra puberty.
Extra.
Oh,
Good for
boy.
me, I suppose.
Extra puberty.
It's like I have hair everywhere.
Again.
What is hair but more of a forest?
Oh man.
Okay. So, with the mimic starting to squirm and take form, with sharp teeth opening up from the cushion on the backrest, slurpy tongue going out, beady little eyes, all like 8 sets of them coming up from the top of the lazy boy cushion chair, the armrest starting to move, the legs folding out. First up is, in fact, Moss.
Nice.
Save me.
All of the crazy things they can do.
Bit 'em up.
Beat them the fuck up. Okay.
Kevin, really quickly, just so I can have this page open. What was the name of the butcher's apron that I'm currently wearing?
Butcher's bib.
Butcher's bib. Thank you.
Okay. So within such tight quarters here, still got the glaive, the arm blade, mace, the darts. Okay. All right. So first, seeing all these mimics come to life, Moss is literally just going to wall run over this armchair to get over to this side and use a bonus action to flurry of blows, claws out, hit this sucker here. And let's see. Arm strike. That first one will hit. And the second one will hit. So 2 flurry of blows. Hits one of the mimics. Goes to the side. Reaches from their back. Flips around the glaive. For a slash down on the other one. As their action. Bonus action for your blows. The glaive. Oh, the glaive will miss. So just the 2 unarmed strikes. Which is going to be... 2d6. 6. Ooh.
Real quick, is the music off for anybody?
Sorry, yeah, I just put that one in chat there. Just the music seems to be like in the distance.
Your end only.
Yes.
Like you're hearing it on your speakers and we're catching it through your mic.
Can the audience not hear the music?
No. Well,
We
we
can't
can't.
do it to them.
Mr. Jody Rose calling Jody Rose. May you please fix the sound on the music thing? Thank you. so much.
Help.
Assistance.
Uh-oh.
Jody's like, that's a you thing.
Sorry there, Jody Rose. We had a little bit of a mishap there over here on the DM's booth, but everything's fine now. So step back and enjoy the chaos.
We're landing in about 10 minutes.
So 15 points of damage from the flurry of blows to the
Dang.
one mimic here. I'm attacking myself.
Push, push, push.
It's just like, God, I'm so strong.
Why you hitting yourself? Why you hitting yourself?
Okay,
Oh,
so you
man.
see Moss do a wall run over one of the fairly large armchair to get in the middle of 2 of them. Hits 2 of them with solid scratches and giant indents, like hitting the eyes, hitting the teeth. 2 of them kind of fly out a little bit. Oh, try sharing again.
Yes.
How is these possible? Okay.
I smell
With friendship.
Stop share. Back to events, back to audio, sharing.
There it is.
Yeah, Dana.
Wow. The drama.
Back.
There we go. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Good lord.
Let's go.
It's fight time.
Nice.
2 punches, smack, smack, 2 mimic. Mimic go, ow! And then the Moss grabs out the glaive, but with the close quarters in here, and the glaive being 10 feet tall, goes up to the glaive, spins it around, and ping, the tall blade hits the ceiling. Son of a bitch, and just gets stuck in there for a minute, not able to make purchase with the glaive. After that, the mimic that just got hit is going to attack. And going to gonna go pseudopod attack, and it's gonna go for Jennings.
Good.
So
For
Jennings,
once, it's not me.
for once.
Fly at me, fly! It's just like on the ceiling, like, nope.
That is a 15 to hit.
Oh, sorry. I'm a short of dice. My armor class is 18.
All right, so it misses. So a long, sticky blue and purple tongue starts to come out of the back of this plush armchair, just to wrap around you. Just block it out with your hands or smack to the side. So all of you are kind of huddled in the middle of this room here. But
Now,
did
can
not
I
make
use
purchase.
Hellish Rebuke, or must I take damage before using it?
I think you can use Hellish Rebuke. It'll say in the spell description, it'll say when it attacks or take damage. So if it doesn't say take damage, then you should be able to use it.
I believe it's when attacked.
I think it's
Oh, nope. When you, to the creature that damaged you.
yeah.
There
One
you go. So it
reaction
did
which
not
you take in
damage you.
response to being damaged by a creature.
So there you go. So cannot use it for that just yet, but we shall see. So it goes a wrap around your hand. You're like, oh, just kind of block it with your hand as the tongue whips around and goes back into the mouth of the armchair. That's its attack. Okay. So after that, we will come to Arctreon.
Sweet. So just as a quick little thing, we obviously we leveled up to level 5, so it says 2 attacks per action now.
That's correct.
So guy can attack.
every time you attack, every time you use an action, you attack twice.
Cool. I will cleave the. Why does this one have a red dot on it?
That's the one that got hit by Moss.
Okay, I'm
Just so you
going
guys can
to.
tell, they're all similar.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm actually going to hit the one that's next to Lucifer there on the right there.
All right.
Yeah.
Make your attack.
I'm going to use the old great axe,
As one should.
as one should. 16.
That'll hit.
Sweet.
You want to roll the second attack?
Ooh. Second attack. Oh my god, my maths. 12.
Just hit. Roll damage.
Oh wow. Okay, notice. Okay.
They are armchairs.
They are furniture. Okay, where is my D12? Okay. First hit is 13 for the first
13
hit.
points of damage. Okay.
And then the other one is 14.
Nice.
You do have advantage because they are in the fairy fire still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you could roll them twice and see if you got a crit. So roll 2 attacks again. and just
Right,
see if you
okay,
crit.
yep.
Hurt them more.
It was a nat 20! It's a nat 20!
All right, so the 13 will be, let's just do it easy. 13 will be doubled to 26.
Okay, and the second one,
Oh, shit.
it's a 16, unfortunately.
So, we'll
so
just
with
add
that
on
bib,
another
it's
13 points of
19.
damage.
Yeah. So first one was. Oh shoot! First
First
one
one
was
was 13, second one was 14.
Yes.
So I
we'll
doubled
double
to
up
13.
to 13.
Yeah.
Cool.
Holy shit. So without even raging, Archeron sees these furniture pieces starting to move and manipulate, rows of sharp teeth, elongated sticky blue and purple tongue, beetle eyes, grunts and snarls sort of come out of these stupid fucking lawn chairs. You're like, I've had enough of this shit. Takes out the giant double-bladed axe. One giant strike right into the mouth of the mimic. Its tongue starting to pour out. You clink and shatter the couple front teeth as they pitter to the ground like shitlets. And you take out the axe as blue and black blood spurts out of the mouth from the armchair. It slinks down from the mouth and goes on the seating cushion. Starts to drip down. Starts to just cower wildly. You take another swing. Bam! Right in the center on the top of the armchair. Splitting it a little bit as bits of wood and goop and mimic meat start flying out onto the wall. and then you
Mimic
kind of
me.
crack into it. There's a bit of wood framing at the top, and you take your hand and it goes down to the side even more.
Ah, demon
More blood just
furniture.
pouring down the side off the middle of the mimic. Its armchair arms are like swaying side to side. The little like 7 wooden feet are flailing and hitting the bottom of the chair. It's like convulsing. It was 2 huge hits. Do you have any bonus actions you want to do?
It's not dead yet?
Not yet.
It's almost there.
Yet. I'll use it. Maybe I won't use it because we're in such a short area. No, bonus action is 2-weapon fighting, but I was using a 2-handed weapon, so I got nothing. But I can just ready an action,
No, use your action to attack.
Right. Okay. I'm good. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill here.
All right, Lucy. First time in a while. What would you like to do, sir?
So the one that Archeon attacked, was that the one that Moss successfully hit?
No, this is a different one, so I'll mark that one here with the green. So the green one's what
Right.
Archeon hit.
So,
the red one is what?
This one here, is that one like directly behind me?
Pretty much, yeah.
Grand. So Lucifer's gonna take out his hand axe, because he has 2 of them. He's gonna do this crazy big old backflip over the chair and strike down using a bonus action to have both hand axes in his hands at the eyes of the chair.
All right.
As he's midair over it, going and do a backflip.
All right, go for it.
It just like jumps like over me, like
You get advantage on these attacks too. So
You do
Good.
indeed. The roll twice for
Okay.
both attacks.
Oh, freaking good advantage. The hand axe is that little +5 is the chance to hit, right?
Yeah, so I D20
Fantastic.
plus the
22.
5. That'll hit. Roll a second attack.
But I cannot add the action
so it's
to a
just a
bonus,
D20.
right? So
Yeah.
a 9.
9. So the first one will hit. The second one will not. So roll damage for the
That's
first
okay.
one.
I need a D6. You'd think I'd have my dice memorized, but no.
Ew, yeah.
Right, 6. I got a 2.
2.
Oh, plus
Oh,
5,
2.
7. Sorry.
Okay.
And another 7. Even though I only need to roll it once because only one lands. So
Okay. So as Archer, I'll take those giant swings to your mimic, almost chopping it down in half in size. Lucy just gets like a little bit of a kip up, jumping off of the sort of coffee table here, and does this front vaulting backflip. Both their hands land on the mimic's armchair before they're able to like get them up. You raise your hands up. One axe hits into the ceiling. Fuck! Stops you for a minute. And the brunt of your axe, the angle of it kind of hits the top wood banister at the top of the armchair. So it kind of hits it hard. You did put enough force into it from hitting through the ceiling. Just vaulted your energy a little bit, but still made a dent in it, and a bit of blood was pouring out. Pull it out from the top of the mimic armchair. Anything else you want to do? Bonus actions.
I use my bonus action for the 2-weapon fighting.
Correct. So yeah, so one sort of axe hit the ceiling, you're kind of struggling to get it out. Other one, bam, hit the top half, but hit more wood than like mimic meat, but still made a good crack and a little bit of blood's pouring from the top. Got one eye out of the 8 there. Okay. And going over to Eddie.
So Anthony panics a little as he sees that we're fighting in a small room, and he looks to see all the damage that has been done to each one. He starts to try and think quick on his feet, so he looks around realizing, oh, we are inside of a tree. And so he looks to the purple dot one, and then just kind of like examines the area around it before starts casting infestation on it.
Ooh.
On the mimic. Okay,
On the
explain what
mimic.
infestation does.
So infestation causes a cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear momentarily on one creature you see within range. The target must succeed on the Constitution saving throw, or it takes 2d6 of poison damage and moves 5 feet in a random direction if it can move, and its speed is at least 5 feet. I have to roll to say which direction it goes. It does not provoke opportunity attacks.
There you go. Okay, so Constitution saving throw. That is a crisp 9.
It fails.
Yes, it does. How do you want your infestation to look like? Do you want it to be your fireflies? Do you want it to be in particular insects that you're controlling? What does it look like?
I was my original thing was all like the bugs and stuff in the wood like crawl out and go over to the thing and start like getting all over it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So as Ebby sort of stands to the side here, as you're all just hacking and slashing, you just see them kind of looking around and looking at the one that Jennings is on top of and got like a little bit of a nick in. You look over to one mimic, got pretty hit hard by Moss. The other one almost split in half by Archeon. One's pretty much intact there. And you just hear Ebby sing just a little sullen song, a little bird call. And all of a sudden the tree bark that this room is surrounded in, a little bit of holes that you can kind of make out here and there from various insects and things burrowed inside. You just hear this like a large sound of little tiny insects cluttering and jittering through the wood around you. The slight vibration holds your feet as just wood bugs and ants and beetles and centipedes, just like when one of the nine, the riders from Lord of the Rings, put their hands on that gnarled bark and all these creepy crawlies start just pouring out. That's happening all around you as you're hacking these mimics. The three of you see these bugs start pouring out of everywhere. Like, what the fuck? You think maybe it's Skabatha, and they seem to be going in a slight direction as like 3 trails of them sort of line up and just start crawling over the mimic's wooden feet and up the armchair seat. And Jennings, you are on top of this one, so you're like, trying to get the axe to the ceiling. You just notice a sea of bugs starting to crawl over the seat and coming up the cushion, like, just like trying not to stomp on them and get them on you. And they're just creepy crawling all over this thing. The mimic's tongue slashing out, and like fire ants and beetles are like clenching and princing on the tongue, just biting it as the tongue's just wiggling wildly. It's just getting covered in the infestation of insects. Good job there. Does it take damage right away or in its next turn?
It takes it.
Okay.
And it has to move if it can.
It can.
So it takes 4 points of damage. Oh wait, yep, 4 points of damage. And
where do you want it to move?
It moves south.
Do you want it to move like in this direction?
Oh, I can only choose north, south, east, or west.
Yep. So do you want it to move forward here? It's kind of the only way it can go, really. You're all kind of encircling the space.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll start. So after that, Jennings, you're on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
So the mimic starts to move away. Do you want to stay on top of it, or do you want to fall to the ground?
Is the axe still stuck in the ceiling?
Yeah.
Great. So thinking it can only go 2 ways. Lucifer, because his hand is just there, he just goes for like a one-arm pull-up. Because either the chair's going to move out from under him and he's going to go to the ground, or the axe is actually stuck in the ceiling. He's going to kind of wiggle as he's got his weight on it to pull it out.
All right, make a strength check.
Say less. Okay, a 12 plus 3, so 15.
Right, so the mimic starts to wriggle and scream as it starts to scuttle towards the wooden wall here with this closed door. And you're just holding on to the axe on the ceiling and just hanging there for a minute, and then pull it off and fall to the ground.
I was gonna ask real quick, as that mimic is moving out of the way, can I use my opportunity attack?
You can. There you go. So roll.
But the thing says it does not provoke opportunity.
Oh, true. Sorry. So the infestation spell doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. So unfortunately, just for that scenario, it doesn't happen. But the mimic moves away to the door in the wall. And it's just cool. Like, imagine if this chair was the mimic, and you get to walk around, it's going.
Deep little. Oh, it's not gonna do it. It's too dark.
I see it. I see it.
Oh,
it's
the
so
dude-
hard to
That's
see.
incredible.
Mimic
Nice
Doodle.
So
job.
hard to see, but I'll take a
Gotta
picture and
me
send it
that.
to
I'll
Discord.
repost it on our stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good job, Evie. Anything else?
Can it move anymore?
It can just go towards what the
corner?
sort of direction you pointed to, and it's just hitting up against the wall.
Okay, as a bonus action, nope, can't do it. It's a spell. Sorry. I'm done.
Okay. So then up next are going to be the remaining mimics. Most notably, the really fucked up one, and then the one that's covered in bugs currently. And with that barrage of attacks that it got to it, it's going to make its attack onto you, Arcturion.
Hit me, I dare you.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Same energy, mate.
That is
Same
11.
energy.
No.
Just
What
wriggling
is your
wildly,
armor?
the giant splinter in its
16.
in the back of the armchair, the tongue lashing wildly, the mouth trying to chomp on anything that it can see, but its eyes are kind of split down the middle. There's just purple black blood all over it. Can't see or do anything. Second one though, over here, is gonna try to grab Quincy.
Go ahead.
Natural 20.
Sure.
Which is like I'm used to at this point.
Sure.
I don't know why it's always you. Sorry. I'm not trying to do this. Okay, so that'll be 8. That's 10 points of bludgeoning damage as the purple and black tongue wraps around your leg and starts to pull it towards the armchair, and you are considered grappled.
Cool.
Okay. So
Got you on the next round, Quincy.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. So it's got that. It's got Quincy currently, and then Quincy, your
All
response.
right. Pulling out Reggie. Reggie, I'm gonna activate the his protector mode. So everyone, all of my teammates within 10 feet of me, get temporary hit points, including myself,
Ooh.
Nice. Always love the
Um,
Thames.
and that's gonna be 9 temporary hit points.
Okay.
So just kind of mark that you have 9 temp hit points.
So use Reggie to give them temporary hit points.
Yep.
All right.
And then main action, I'll just pull out a dagger. Well, let's see. I'm grappled by this boy.
Yeah. So you can't
just-
move, but you can still attack.
I can still attack. I want to go after the one that left, just because I don't want to shoot
Gotcha.
too far. I don't want to shoot at disadvantage. So, I'm gonna pull out my my wand, or my spoon essentially, and then shoot for the purple mimic back there with a firebolt. 18 plus will probably for sure hits.
Yeah, that'll hit. So as the tongue is kind of wrapping around your leg and the tongue is like slinking up your thigh and it's going to wrap around your waist, you have just enough moment to be like, oh shit! And just smash and hit the one that's furthest apart, hitting against the wall.
Cool, that's really good. That is it's 2d10 plus a d8. That's really good.
Good God.
That is a 15 plus 8, 23 fire damage.
Good God, sir.
Ooh. Holy shit.
Firebolt. I love firebolt.
All right. So as you
That's my turn.
Yes, it is. What a turn it was. As the tongue starts to latch around your thigh and your calf muscle, taking Reggie out, the mechanical bird that you keep close to you, kind of put it on your shoulders, like click a button on the top of the head, and it emits this sort of sonic beam, this sort of sonic sound that only your friends can hear, this sort of this little chittering as this almost technological grid starts to come over your friends' bodies, this little bit of a force field of energy to help crush or to absorb any blows that comes near them. And with that, you just take out your gun from your side, and just as soon as you're about to holster it up, the tongue lashes around your wrist and is pulling it down, but you're still to make a shot by your waist. You just go shoot wide. Bam! A huge chunk of the armchair just explodes with wood and cotton material that splatters against the wall. More black and blood just splatter like a Jackson Pollock painting and drip down the ground. Bugs all over it. So not only are there mimic bugs or mimic guts from the corner of the armchair, but like the ants, the beetles, the worms, the centipedes are covering it. Are also like shattered all over the place. Okay,
Cool.
Good job there. Top of the round with Moss.
Woo!
Gonna just go to town again. Gonna use another key point for flurry of blows.
She has advantage on these attacks.
That is also true. First one hits. Second one. Oh, that was almost a natural 20. Also hit.
Nice.
And 12 points of damage again.
Nice.
Well done.
To that first one there. And does Moss have extra attack, or am I close?
Quincy, the one that you used Firebolt on, is that the one with the green tab on it?
The purple, because I figured you would pretty much be able to like end this other one. So fire damage the purple one.
Oh, my mistake. They can attack twice on their turn. And Flurry of Blows is just a bonus action. My first character I ever played was a monk, and this is why I love them so much.
Monks are awesome.
Just, you see from the first attack with the glaive stuck into the ceiling because of close quarters, left it there. Wasn't able to make purchase on that mimic, but with the insects covering it all, didn't even bother, just goes back to the one she already scratched and sort of fuck up. Just jumps on both, leaps over onto both banisters, sort of taking a cue from Lucy's strategy, kind of wall runs up the bark of the tree interior, does a backflip, lands on two of the armchairs, but splits them out, so the armchairs go out like this, and you hear a snap as wood splinters side to side, and she just starts machine punching the middle, like the bottom seat, as the mouth on this one is coming from the seat bottom, just punching teeth out of there, like grabbing a bit
Goodness
of
gracious.
the tongue, wrap it around her wrist, takes the glaive out from the ceiling, throws in the air, grabs it, and just starts stabbing it. And
You go, Moss.
these will be at advantage to glaive attacks, because she has extra attack now.
Meow.
Curse you, Jennings. Curse you.
First one will hit. And
Maybe I'll use that
second
as a
one will
pickup
hit.
line. Yeah.
And this will be
From experience, yes.
This will be a D10 per hit, so that's 2D10 plus 2. Okay, so plus 4. So 16 points of damage on the second one.
Nice.
So Moss is just going to town, the feline ferocity showing its true colors. And this thing is being ripped to shreds. You're seeing bits of the upholstered material, wood being splintered, like blood, black and blue blood, chittering teeth, smashing all over, just being ripped to shreds, like a cat literally like clawing at a piece of furniture. You're just seeing rips of cotton and material just flying all over from Moss's point of view. Okay. And the
Lucifer has to like catch himself like drooling a little bit, just like, wow.
Okay, so with Moss attacking this one, the mimic is going to try and bite her. AC is 15, and that will hit Moss. That's going to be 5 points of piercing, 8 points of piercing, plus 2 acid damage. 10 overall to loss. I'm fighting myself. Okay. So after that display, we go over to Arctreon.
Yeah.
In the middle of ripping this thing in half.
It's like I want to waste a rage right now, but
How long does it take for you to recover that?
I need a long rest.
Ooh.
He has 2
So-
uses of it, I believe.
I have 3 now, but I've used 1 already, so I'm just like, do I need to? Those extra hit points are very handy because I'm at like 64 now. So
Did we have long rest before getting here? I can't remember.
I thought we did because we flew.
That's what,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah,
You should
should
have
have-
a long rest.
we should have rested through. Yeah.
I'm stronger than I thought.
Hey!
Yes, sir.
Go.
Join the red team.
Say the words,
yeah.
Aiden.
What words?
I would like to rage.
I would like to rage.
All right. I'm going to finish this motherfucker off.
All right, hold on. How about now? Is it working now?
Yes.
Your voice changed?
Oh, your
Yes.
voice? No.
No, the
Voice
voice
changed.
is not. Oh, okay, all right. I guess I will use it then. Haha. All right, so I will obviously one with the green dot there. I'm gonna schmeckle him.
No joke, I was going to do the exact same thing. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm so glad. Oh my god. All right, let's go. Let's see. 14 for the first one.
No hit. At advantage.
Boom.
Oh, at advantage. Probably gonna do better for that one. 13. 13 plus 7. That's gonna
Yeah,
26.
hits.
So.
Nice.
Second one.
The
You have
second
2 attacks at
one,
advantage.
15 plus 7. So
Yep.
gonna schmeckle. Let's go. Roll the hit. 1d12 plus 4. 5 for the first hit. And 7 for the second hit.
This thing is on death's door.
Uh-huh.
And take advantage
Oh.
of. Nope.
Add 4. Add 4 points to that attack because
What?
The
two
rage.
extra
Raging.
points per hit.
Oh my god.
So
Four
after
extra
you have
points.
your axe down the splintered middle of the armchair, you try. You're trying to get out. It's a bit stuck,
Ah.
and you can't seem to get the axe out. And this thing is just squirming and just screaming the whole time. It's getting you angry that you
Yeah.
can't get your axe out, and you just start to see Arctreon's muscles bulge even bigger. Veins starting to pop out of their hairy chest. The mane grows a bit wider. Teeth start coming out of their mouth.
I forgot I have. What is it called? Where is it?
You're about to
It's my
stack
wild
again?
surge. I forgot about the wild surge.
Yeah,
Let's go.
when you
All right.
rage.
Yes.
So roll on that
1d8.
table and see what happens. In addition to all this.
Good god.
1d8. Where are you, my wonderful being?
Yeah, the glow up is insane, Jennings. Level 5.
This was Jelly Belly.
I love number 1. Shadowy tendrils lash around you. Each creature of your choice that you can
Nice.
see within 30 feet must succeed a Constitution saving throw, or take 1d12 necrotic damage. You can also gain 1d12 temporary hit points. So
Oh my god.
an
All right,
extra
so let's
5. So I'm at 69. Hey, 69. I'm at 69.
Heyo.
Actually.
Hey.
So
All right, let's see. Con save for 1 mimic. That's a 14. Save for second mimic. 5. It should say on there
Okay.
the DC for it.
It never does. It never does. So DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus
I think you have like a +3 or 4 or something.
plus your Constitution modifier. So,
So 11 plus what your constitution is.
14.
Both fail.
So 1d12 necrotic damage.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
So roll
That's
that.
crazy.
1d12. 5.
Good.
Woo.
Roll it for the second
Um,
one.
Yep. 3.
3. All right. So as you see Archerion's mane grow wide, teeth grow out, veins and muscles expand, the king gets axe out. You see them like kind of from this position going just like growing bigger as they're just standing there. And you see them take 2 of their hands as their claws start to judder out from their fingers. And just rip this fucker in half. And as he does this, this dark aura sort of precedes his body, and these tendrils just flash out from his back, and like sharp fucking spears hit 2 of the mimics right from him, like Doc Ock's tentacles just bam bam through them, leaving 2 giant holes in the backs on the backrest of the mimics. So good job there. That mimic is
meow again.
Nice.
The felines are fucking not.
Lucifer was just seeing like all this action, just like the drool is just so war hungry right now. I was like, look at my friends.
With the bleeding apron, so I'm just like, my blood is just everywhere all over this room.
And on that note, Lucifer, you are next.
Woo! Okay, so so that one's gone.
Yeah, killed it.
Great. So the one right here, yeah, the one right here with. Now this one that's got the snail because the bugs, it's slowed down.
Yeah. So this one looks pretty fucked up, and this one has tons of bugs all over it. Quincy got a big shot out of its side with their firebolt spell.
This one is about this one is about 20 paces away from me.
10 feet.
Okay, great. Okay, so no, because this one's pinned in the corner. We'll just go for this one first. Lucifer would like to pull. When you go over here with Ebby, Lucifer would like to pull his rapier out.
Mm-hmm.
And make an attack at advantage at it.
Yeah. You should have level 5. I don't know if you have extra.
Shift to attacks.
I do have an action surge, which is special for me.
How many
Right.
levels in fighter do you have? If you're a warlock too, though, right?
Me, no, I'm a fighter champion.
Oh, okay. So are you all fighter?
All fighter.
Then
think
you
so.
should. I think level 5 is when you get it.
Cool.
You should have 2 attacks.
But so would the action surge be like the because I've already used a bonus action. But
The action surge gives you like basically another turn.
Fantastic.
So you feel like you want to have a whole other turn go, you could do that.
I just want to attack twice.
Just hold on. We didn't level up your character sheet here from before. I am going to do that.
So so everyone's level 5s.
We're level 5.
Yeah, we got up to
Oh,
level
yeah.
5. So I'm going to do that for you right now.
Wait, how do I make that
So
adjustment?
you
on
have
mine?
extra attack now. Yeah, you have extra attack, so you can attack
Yeah,
twice in the
go.
turn now.
Do I need to change my?
Nope,
I'll
I just
change my
changed it for
sheet in
you.
a sec. So yes, with my rapier, this would like to attack the one against, the one next to Ebby.
All right, so make
With
2 attacks
advantage
with your rapier.
twice.
That's right. And then if you wanted to use your action surge, you could attack twice again.
Oh!
Whoa!
So the first one is a 23.
Oh,
hit.
that'll hit for sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and not use that advantage.
All right. Well,
Maybe
you
for
should
the
because
second
you might
round.
crit.
Um,
Because if you roll again, you might crit and you do more damage. So you might as well just use the freebie.
so just go ahead and roll again.
Yeah, roll again. You already hit it, but if you roll a crit, you'll do more damage.
15.
That's all good. So yeah, so that's good. So roll your second attack at advantage. You get to attack twice now.
Okay, so I was meant to roll a d20 twice right there, right?
Yeah, so you one attack, you rolled it twice to advantage. You're gonna roll a second attack and do it twice for advantage.
Granted. Oh, glorious, got it.
Yeah.
So this one is a 18.
Little hit, roll it again, just to see if you crit.
21.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, both hit. So roll your damage.
Where's my D8? Come hither, please. Okay. You. God, what is up with this? Okay. Granted, it's +5, so 7.
7 for the first one. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Damage for the second one.
Come on. What is up with 7? Damn
Roll
it!
2 both times.
Damn it! Actually, so sad.
All right. So with Moss on top of this thing with their glaive, just plunging it with blades. Black and blue guts are just falling out from the bottom here. Black and blood are falling down to the ground. Take out your rapier. And you and Moss have a bit of a healthy competition when it comes to fighting and downing enemies. And you're kind of like, you haven't been involved in a lot of battles lately. You kind of felt like it wasn't worth your time. You're like, they can handle these things. And you want to kind of like prove your worth to them a little bit and kind of remind them of who you are. So you have your blade out. And you kind of just take your red tiefling hand. You see the thing's almost dead anyways, but you just want to play a bit of a practical joke. So you take your hand on the rapier blade and just light it aflame as you take your hand off, flip it over, and just through Moss's legs, you etch onto the back rest of the chair, L-U-C-I-E-R. And you cut the top off. And it just falls backwards. And the blood just spurts everywhere.
Kill Bill
And it is-
style, just like.
And it is dead.
Nice.
Classic. So that was one. So, and that was with 1 attack or 2?
That was with both your attacks. So you use your
Fantastic.
1 action to do 2 attacks. So you do have a bonus action still. But I think with the 2 weapon fighting, you have your rapier. So I don't know if you can.
Oh, so sorry. The one that I just. So I meant to attack the one by Ebby, not the one against the wall.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So sorry.
Okay, so then that was 14 damage.
Mm-hmm. Because that was that, and my. That was my regular. Wait. So that. Okay, so I have 2
You
attacks
now at the level 5 get 2 attacks whenever you choose to attack.
So I have a 3rd attack.
No.
If you your bonus action 2-hand fighting, if you have two
Well,
weapon
is the
fighting,
rapier's a one-handed weapon, right? So I guess, yeah,
Uh-huh.
technically you could 2 weapon
Yeah.
fighting it.
Yeah.
you could
Knock it
take
with the
your
third one.
hand axe and
Yeah.
hit him with your bonus action.
So do it.
Because we just attacked twice, right?
Yeah. Get your
So
hand.
this would now be the
attack-
bonus action.
This would be
Mhm.
bonus action, yeah. So use your hand axe if you
Okay.
want.
Absolutely. So this one that's covered in the bugs has now been hit is still alive.
It is still alive, but you've
Right.
built it down to like a pretty good amount. Like same thing. The same thing still happens. You light your blade on fire through the sea of bugs on it. You're able to still
Very
do your
Zoro-esque.
Lucy, signature on it and slash it right diagonally through. And there's like a thin line of orange light swafted through it.
Okay. Cool. Well, all right. For my bonus action, it is a 7 to hit.
Fail.
What is up with these 2s?
Dice
Same
gel.
thing, you do the swaft, winch it through, get your hand axe off, going for a huge swipe, but then the ants and the insects like build up and like grab your blade, like stop hitting us.
That's adorable. Sorry, guys.
All right, so that'll be your turn. So I assume you're good.
Yep.
All right, Ebby.
I'm going off of that energy. I'm going to cast Infestation again, but I want the ants to turn into the shape of an axe and like attack it.
Okay. On the one that Moss is fighting?
What?
On the one that Moss is fighting?
No, same one with more bugs. Just even more bugs.
Can you cast it twice? Isn't
Yeah.
it like a? Isn't it a?
No, it's an instantaneous.
Oh, so it doesn't stay there.
No, like, no.
Just sprinkle on more.
Sprinkle on more.
Yeah. It's more.
Okay.
Like, I was thinking you just left the bugs there because it's for effect, and I was like, sure, okay.
No, we can totally do that. That's
Okay.
good for me.
Oh yeah. I grant these ants hand axes.
I kind of imagine them all coming together in the shape of like a hand.
Okay, so he's gonna roll another con save.
Yeah.
Hail.
Okay, so that is. What fellow? 7 points of damage.
So, here's what happens. Lucifer, as you basically like write fire on the mimic cushion, but also onto the bugs as well, as you go in for your hand attack, they all build up together and stop your axe. You just hear tiny little voices like, leave us alone! Throw up the axe and he's like, oh, I'm kind of taken aback a little bit, like, that's fucking freaky. And then you hear Ebby again. And that little tower of bugs start to grow bigger until all of them have kind of glooped onto themselves from covering the entire mimic armchair and just form a giant single blade axe and go chop it clean down the center.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
That's
So
crazy.
cool.
Yes.
That's so cool.
One mimic left.
And my turn.
Okay. Good job there. Quincy,
Oh,
One minute left.
righty. I will
the
go ahead
tongue
and
wrapped around you has fallen to the ground.
I'll just point to the other one and shoot a firebolt at it. The last remaining one. That's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Yes.
All right, 2d10 plus 8 d8. 11 fire damage.
11 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Quincy, how do you want to do this?
I want to. The firebolt goes through, and kind of just starts at the bottom and kind of like mixing with the fairy fire, just kind of like wraps it around the aura of the entire thing, and just kind of like twists the flames kind of mix, and as it twists, I want the fire to twist its insides and its guts, and it's kind of like almost in the middle out.
Okay, as Moss is on top of this thing, just like plunging it with sharp blade, you take out your gun, now free from the grapple of the acidic tongue. Get your fireball spell out with your finger guns, basically. You're like, Moss, move! Power up a bit of a firebolt spell around your finger, and Moss just sees you and knows what's up. Like, let me make an opening, Quincy. Rips open a hole in the back cushion, back flips off. Explodes in all directions. Bits of wood and blood and guts and teeth and tongue just fly all over the place.
Nice.
The mimics are defeated. Whew. So, as you all sort of stand around in a pool of black and blue blood, bug guts, chittered teeth, ripped upholstery, bits of wood on the ground, splintered and broken, black and purple tongues sort of still flopping around from its last breath. What do you want to do?
Evan grabs a jar and runs and collects the teeth.
Okay. Why not? Make me a nature check, let's say.
Okay.
You said the tongues were like toxic.
They were a little acidic, very sticky. Kind
How do you think they would taste if we
cut off
cooked
like
them?
an octopus tentacle? They're just like,
I got a really low roll. Can I use that inspiration that came in just now?
sure.
Okay.
Nice.
Because it says for whoever needs it, and I can't.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, do it.
That's
Collecting mimic teeth.
It's an 8. Wait. Did I do this right? That's my nature. My nature should be high. 9.
9.
Yeah.
So yeah, most of the teeth were kind of like pretty fucked up. There's only like 2 or 3 that are kind of intact enough to take hold of. So you got 3 mimic teeth.
No.
Cool.
Okay.
Sorry, I would have left you more teeth, but you know.
Oh, it's fine. I'll get more.
Okay.
Just kind of wiping off all the blood off of my axe and stuff.
Can Lucifer does not do much like Arcana check or history checks ever because that's just not his thing. He's not good at it. But can he try to figure out if like either the tongue or the blood can be used as like poison or toxin or something like that in the future?
Yeah, make medicine check.
Medicine. Well, that is a 5.
5. So yeah, there are ways to grab certain body parts of certain animals, monsters, and that kind of things, and try to use them to imbue certain spells, abuse certain abilities, and things like that. You yourself have never had to really do that before, so you're not really sure the process of how it would work or how to go about doing it. But you do know that it's something that can be done. So maybe you yourself don't know it, but maybe someone you meet along the way might be able to.
I think Quincy or Abby might know a thing or two.
Maybe.
Could Lucifer get a little jar of the blue blood?
Yeah, for sure.
Great.
How messy is it in here? Is it like we like pretty much wrecked the place kind of thing with these chairs?
Dear.
Yeah. So do you remember that Leslie Nielsen vampire spoof movie?
No.
Dead and Loving It?
Dead and Loving It? Where they go.
I mean, I watched Ash vs. the Evil Dead. If it's like that kind of
and they go to go
blood all the place.
Boom, spoosh, all the blood like splurts in their face, and they try to put a stake through the vampire, and it's just
Ash
like
vs. the Evil
comically
Dead.
like
Alright.
gushing everywhere. And the vampire comes from behind him. She's almost dead.
Wrong me.
One more time. Boom.
Comes from the bowl. That should do it.
This room looks like it was decorated by Quentin Tarantino, right? You know?
Exactly.
Okay, so it's a
They
mess.
make blood and guts everywhere.
I still look like
Amazing.
Charm here, and I'm kind of I want to take the last chair that's still here, which I'm kind of assuming is probably Granny Nightshade's chair if she sits in this. I'm gonna take it and pull it out, and I'm gonna sit in it and kind of like stare at that door and like wait for her as Charm kind of just like, and I'm just dripping blood.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like clean up a little bit, just take the larger chunks and kind of just like push them off to the side.
Okay. Anyone
It's like,
else?
The only thing I was gonna ask is if I could use one of my hand axes to carve some of the wood off the chairs to be like, I'm gonna learn to make arrows one day.
Abby, after he's done with the jars, goes back to the Jack in the Box and winds it up.
You're gonna
Oh,
crank it again?
Yep.
we're gonna roll a number and something else is gonna pop out.
just a fist. It's just like
It's a Joker, Jack in the Box.
Abby, stop.
Okay. As they're all like moving the furniture around, Quincy's still dressed as Charm, puts the main chair like away from the door leading to another room over to face it. Lucy, you're going around gathering like bits of wooden bits, trying to make arrows, cleaning up some of that black blood and putting it in a jar. Archeron kind of dusting yourself off, getting some of the blood out of your mane. Evie, you just look at that box and you just walk over to it. Ding 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 ding
Abby,
ding ding
Abby.
ding 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 ding
Maybe,
ding
maybe
ding.
not.
Roll
now.
a d8, Abby.
A 6.
You're so happy with yourself. Alright.
What color is it this time?
Same green wormling looking dragon puppet with green felt material.
It's the rolling.
Wings out on a spring.
This would be like a 50-50.
I think there's gonna be like a magic number. Should I keep doing it till I get them all?
No.
Everybody in the room. No.
Don't do it.
Oh my god.
Benaiah Jimothy.
Ebonite Shumethu.
I love that.
Oh my god.
Okay. Is that all?
Yeah,
Can I just do a perception check, just really quickly?
on the box.
Just in general, I just want to do
Okay.
just a room perception check again.
Okay.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21. So again, you notice those sort of side tables off where it's resting along the wall with that door that's closed. A couple drawers that can be pulled out, but other than that, just the Jack in the Box, and that seems to be it.
Can I check the drawers?
You certainly can.
I will. Okay, I will go to the one on the left first.
All right, make an investigation check.
Investigation. No, that's a straight 0. All right. Cool. 7.
7. You open up one drawer. A bit of metal jangling hits your ears as you pull forward or pull back. You see a set of 4 silver teaspoons engraved with pained facial expressions. So on the spoons and the silverware, it's just
I am going to take them.
all right. They look like they're probably worth around 5 gold per spoon.
Okay. Okay.
bad.
Is that all the drawers that I just checked, and that's all
There
I
is
found?
one drawer there, and there's another side table with another drawer.
I will do the exact same thing to second.
All right, investigation.
Investigation. Yep. 17.
Oh. So in this one, rolled out, and this candlestick rolls to the front of the drawer.
Oh.
Bronze candlestick shaped like a bird's leg.
See a bronze candlestick shaped like a bird's leg?
Mhm.
I'm just gonna permanently borrow that.
All right. And then in the back of the drawer, sort of
Mhm.
hidden in the shadows of it, you notice a bit of rolled up paper, parchment. Make me an Arcana check.
Ooh, Arcana check.
Ooh.
Where's
Interesting.
my 0? I got an 8.
Reading
Any ask
the arcane
about-
language on it, don't seem to understand what it says.
Okay. Can I try again? No.
At disadvantage.
Quincy, here. This I have no idea what this says.
I'll take it. I'll do an Arcana
Yeah.
check on it to check it.
Hot potato, pass it round.
17.
Till somebody gets a higher number.
17.
Yeah.
So you can read this arcane language that's written on it.
Okay.
You've dabbled with it before in your past. This is a spell scroll of Speak with Plants.
Ooh. Is it like a
what?
one-time use type of thing, like all scrolls are? It's just like a.
One use.
Speak
What
with
is that?
plants.
Abby, you
They're fun
probably
to
have
talk
use in
to.
this. Or can you, Abby? Can you already speak with plants?
I have the spell, I just don't have it equipped.
Here you go. You get a scroll for one free use of it.
Guy. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think I ever used
to.
to.
Lions are saying today.
Talk to vegetation.
I was about to say, I'm like, I don't think I want a conversation with my salad.
All I
How you
know
doing?
is- All I know is you never
Yeah,
look. All I know is you never look a tulip in the eye.
You
Someone's
start
approaching.
to smell something rotten.
Mm,
Lucy, was that you?
not this time.
No,
Like a
I
combination
don't actually smell like sulfur.
of musty, rotten wood, bit of rotten fruit, very acidic and pungent, a little bit of sulfur. And you start to hear the clacking of heels. Getting louder and louder as it starts to permeate from the door that's currently closed.
Can Quincy cast visitation to make the room look like it's back to normal?
I want to keep.
Not
I
that
kind of.
powerful.
Oh,
I kind of also want to keep it the fact that like her stuff attacked us.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right. Yeah, no, okay, all right.
Sidebar, what level was the scroll?
It didn't say.
Ooh.
I think Speak with Plants is just a basic one.
Okay,
I don't
this
think-
one.
Base level.
Yeah, I think it's a 3rd level transmutation spell.
Okay.
Lasts for 10 minutes.
The door handle starts to jiggle. A loud creaking noise comes from behind the door, and a little old woman trotters forward. She wears a grimly old-fashioned shawl. Her skin looks like gnarled bark. And a large iron key extends from her back, ticking rhythmically as it rotates. The shawl that she's wearing and the dress that she has on, very like rotten cottagecore, if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
Like this sort of petticoat dress, very big bulbous backing that kind of envelops like this, white with a bit of like red embroidery, wearing this sort of red headpiece dress, very big, bountiful petticoat dress that kind of comes down to here with like a white frock and then a layer of red and dark blue beneath. And you can make out just a bunch of tatters just ripping off from the sides. Like this dress is big, voluminous, but ripped to shreds, old, dirty, rotten. The look of Skabatha is like an old marionette doll, but the features of an old, weathered grandma. You can make out certain lines in the wood where like the hand connects to the wrist and the forearm connects to the arm. The face of Granny Nightshade, 2 bulbous eyes, blank white. Decaying gray hair that kind of wisps down the sides. Very long, crooked nose that kind of bends forward, a very sharp, protruding chin that kind of jettisons forward. And the key from the back of the big petticoat dress.
So she looks like a toy, like a doll, like a wind-up.
Kind of,
kinda
yeah.
doll.
Like an old, like China doll with a marionette witch-looking wooden body.
Well, that's
I
not
wonder if
creepy at
she's
all.
flammable.
Oh, anything's flammable if it's hot enough.
And you can see her holding something behind her. Floating, following her with her hand gestures, is a tea set. Very stained silver brass sort of dinner plate with various old teacups and a teapot. And the teacups themselves look old, decayed, gross, like white that's been stained with like a bit of silver and rose gold filigree on the top of the edge of the cup, but like some are chipped and just look like it was just like left in dirt for years. And it's just floating behind her. Steam rising from the nozzle of the teapot. Smells sour, but also familiar. You smelt the similar scent before from Bavlorna's pool. And as she approaches, just looks at you all.
Granny Nightshade, your furniture attacked us.
Chow. Is that you?
What's left of me? I didn't know that the rule of hospitality meant to send your furniture eating our legs. But as you can see, my bodyguard protection and I have need of a shower. I hope you don't mind.
Reciprocity says that you shouldn't be wrecking my furniture, especially the living ones. You've sat in them multiple times. Why would you ruin them?
Because they seem to attack us first.
Only when provoked.
I provoked it with my butt. I sat on it.
So if you consider that provoking, I mean,
Well, I am not sure why your furniture would attack us unbeknownst.
Make a deception check.
It's not bad. 18.
Stands at the doorway and starts walking through the archway. As she appears around here, starts to make her way past your friends, coming to the opposite end of the gnarled bark bridge. The floating dinner plate with the tea set on there. Keeping looking at you, Charm, looking at all your friends. Lowers her hand as the silver plate just rests on the table.
I do hope you understand we cannot indulge your tea until I am cleaned. I have word from the mission you sent me to Bavlorna. I would like to get this gunk off of me, please.
Snaps her wooden fingers. It's gone.
Thank you.
All of
Granny.
the blood in the room, gone.
Oh, but my
Blood on
teeth.
your on your clothes, gone.
Thank you, Granny Nightshade.
wait, does Shane still have his collected teeth?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was making sure for you. I was
Just
like, I
check
think you
it.
were talking about the blood.
Just the blood.
My blood?
Hmm.
That was in my jaw?
You have your blood in a jar.
Nice.
Just the ones that were on your person and around the room.
I'd offer you a place to sit, but looks like that was kind of ruined.
Hmm.
You're also in my chair, Charles.
Hmm. So it would seem. I'll get up and kind of walk over to just the other side of the table, just to kind of like keep the table in between us,
Mhm.
kind of thing, and just like let her sit down in her seat.
With the other hand, she pulls the chair as it skitters across the room and kind of hits the table and flips and lands in front of her. Turns it around.
Who are your new friends?
They are mercenaries for hire. It seems that Bavlorna's hold on the Sargate court is strained. We were attacked by some bullywogs.
You would
These
never see
were-
me employ those croaking idiots.
No, of course not. Bavlorna does like to employ the animalistic type, so I thought I should too.
Did you get what I sent you for? And as you see her pouring the teapot, this acidic steam rising from the nozzle as it pours into the cup, and a bit of a sizzling sound in the putrid sort of green and yellow liquid that came from Bavlorna's pool.
Are you not going to have some? Chucklehead gave me this just now, said it was a very special brew of sorts.
Hmm. Of course he did.
Said it came from your new companions here.
It did indeed. But
Not
anyway.
going to join me?
Oh, after you.
Here.
Raises a hand as the teapot and the cups all rise up. And you see the teapot just on its own, bloop, 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 pouring 5 cups for Moss.
Hmm.
throws it forward as they float.
I'll take the cup, but I will wait for. Does Granny Nightshade sit down?
Mm-hmm.
It is respect for you that you should drink first. Help!
Mm-hmm.
I was like beaming on you. He's like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking it's the clean water. Hey. Here.
Can hear you.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'll take a sip.
And just like a puff of smoke comes out of Granny Nightshade's mouth. That's the good stuff. You drink it, Quincy?
I do.
The rest of you drink it?
I'm allergic to liquids.
I pretend to take a like you'll lean back with my mouth closed, but it like just
The
hits
Kronk thing?
yeah, like no, like I just let it like rest on my lip a little bit and then just kind of come back down as if
Okay.
I have taken a sip.
Archeron makes sleight of hand.
Oh shit!
Uh,
Sleight of hand.
Lucy, are you literally saying like I'm allergic to liquids?
Straight face.
Okay, make a deception check. Debbie?
15?
Abby just holds it.
Oh, let's
In your hand?
go.
It's kind of like a midsection. It's like just he seems to be just watching it and like I guess just like doesn't want to drink it himself. So
19 plus 3.
he
Nice.
he just drops his hands and then the water falls out.
All right, so for you, Archeron, you like sip it, hold it in your mouth, don't swallow. Quincy, you take a pretty big gulp.
I take a light sip. A very
light
light
sip.
sip.
Lucy, you looking over, is like, I'm actually allergic to liquids myself. Grand Nightshade looking at you. Ebby just like holding it, and then you just drop it, you said?
No, it's just him holding it, but it's like in midsection, and he just like he just looks and turns, but like in swift motion, it's like it just and the liquid just drops. He looks back at the box.
Fling, fling, fling. The cup falls down the ground.
No, he's holding the cup, but the liquid falls out.
Right.
Yeah.
So for you, Archeron and Quincy, holding this to your face, this sharp, acidic scent just burns your nostrils. And as soon as you go to take a sip, it is like a combination of like the most harsh, pure lemon juice you've ever had with
Mhm.
like extreme high quality asparagus sort of taste. And like
Lemon.
it burns like pure ginger beer as it goes down your
Ooh.
throat.
Mm.
And you holding it in your mouth, Archeon, is just like slowly kind of burning the inside of your mouth.
It's not in my mouth. It's not in my mouth. It's just like one of those things where you just like go to you put it up to your lip and just let it sit there for a second. So it's just on the
Oh,
top
sorry,
lip.
so you didn't let it go through. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But even
yeah.
that smell, like you're getting all that from
Yes.
it being so
Oh,
close
absolutely.
to your face.
Yep.
So Quincy, all those sensations come down the back of your throat as it starts to burn down your esophagus and just kind of choking it down. So,
It's a little stronger than the last time I remember. Granny Nightshade.
Did you get what I sent you for? Did you find the spoor?
Do you remember that I said that we were attacked by bullywogs?
And you let that stop you? Shame. I thought you were better than those croaking morons. Maybe I should hire them to do some work next time.
You are welcome to do so, but as I hear that they're in the middle of a war.
It's not what I heard.
What did you hear?
I heard there's new residences in the Bullywog Kingdom.
Ooh.
Our efforts to convince the local wildlife to take it over for our own gain has seemingly failed. The Marrow
Oh.
could not be convinced then.
Yes. Well, what do you want me to do? You want me to go talk to the Marrow now?
No, that's fine.
Well,
But your friends here, where did you find them?
I found them on my journey. They're at this wandering inn. That's one that rides in the back of a turtle thing, whatever it's called.
It has legs.
They were there looking for hire. After my run-in with the bullywogs, felt it necessary to avail myself to some extra hands
And wings.
and wings. Yes, Abinaya.
So you're looking for employment then?
We
We're
could
currently hired by Charm here. Yes.
we could do something better. Would you like us to go now that Bavlona knows that her spool is under watch? My shade wasn't able to catch it this time. Is there anything else you would like me to do to maybe repay my failure?
Yes. There is one small thing you could do to repay good old Granny Nightshade. If you don't mind, that is.
Oh, yes. What is it this time? Shall I go to your other sister and steal something from her?
No need. I already have my thief.
And as you look behind the doorway here, Charm's shadow walks forward.
Hmm.
So, shall we start again? Show me your true self now. Let's all be friends. I am but a humble woman making her way in the Feywild, the very successful workshop. Things don't have to start out this way, friend. Let's be honest with one another.
I drop the disguise.
Lucifer acts shocked.
Oh my god.
Make
Who
a
are
deception
you?
check.
I got it again. 19 plus 3, 22 again.
You have this shocked look on your face, and it's extremely convincing. Even Granny Nightshade looks over and is like, "Really? Like, you have no idea?"
Who are you?
I look at Lucifer like, "You idiot! What?
Now, why are you really here?
Well, if you must know, we were sent by Bavlona to steal something from you.
Oh,
But-
is that so?
Seeing you are much more intimidating and frightening than Bavlona.
Oh,
Bavlona.
stop.
No, truly, Bavlona's really let herself go. Honestly, it's pretty bad.
That's
Things are
total-
dripping all over Abby just wipes.
And her pool was disgusting. Like whatever pool, it was horrible. We were sent here to steal a painting from you, to give it back to Bavlona.
That's so.
Indeed.
Yes. Charm, though, was there when we were there, and failed very miserably, might I say, since her shadow is here and she's not. Because Bavlona, with her temper and all, poof, Charm is no more. But I didn't realize that the shadow, I look over the shadow, survived.
Very hard things to kill, darklings. Make for
Clearly.
handy thieves in a tough spot.
Hmm.
Charm might be eliminated, passed on, but his essence is in service to me forever.
Right.
Hmm. But the offer, in a way, what can we do for you, Granny Nightshade?
Oh, know there's many a things you could do for me, but why should I trust you? How do I know you won't just go and make the same deal with one of my sisters?
Well, if it wasn't for the shadow here already in your employ, would this have fooled you?
So if the truth wasn't around, you'd still be lying to me, is that it?
I'm
I believe that's how
asking you.
lying goes.
That's true. I mean, all fair is in love and war.
How
But
is he drinking that
if-
tea?
Like she's still sipping. I'm just like as confused. I'm like, Like, I was like, I'm uncomfortable with the fact that she's still going.
Well,
It's got a nice ammonia base.
so what a pickle we find ourselves here. I mean, myself could just kill you all right now and be done with it. Enslave you to work in the workshop for all time. Maybe I will just play with you a little bit and let you work and do some good deeds in the goblin market. But I do love a good game of cat and mouse.
I think that do offense.
I've never said no to a little bit of good old foreplay.
I'm a bird.
You see her with her elongated fingers just start to scratch the side of her wooden face. The crooked nose and the jettisoned chin just start to peel like wood shavings off of it. Almost like scratching an itch. You didn't happen to come across anything of in particular note in Bavlona's estate?
There was a lot of beer.
Yeah, she does like to drink. That's why her skin is so awful.
There's friendly bumblebees.
Right?
She's missing a cook.
That Redcap is abomination.
There was a gelatin thing that decided to touch me.
It's delicious. What?
I will say,
thinking
Bavlona
more
is.
in the higher magical sense. Anything of powerful magic, anything you might have thought belonged to you, but it actually belongs to me.
From Bavlona, no.
Nothing?
I heard
Not
there
that
was a
I'm aware.
golden light in an attic.
What was that?
There was a golden light, and I couldn't go. We couldn't go near a chest.
Oh, there was a will-o'-the-wisp blocking and guarding some chest in Bavlona's house. She did
Nothing
have this
else, then?
toad that, like, you stuck your hand in it and it was all goopy and stuff, but nothing came out of it.
It just looks at you very, very intently.
Didn't happen to find any unicorn horns or anything in your travels in thither?
It's very specific.
I happen to be missing one, and I suspected my sister of stealing it from me.
We did happen to come across a single unicorn, but that one had a horn on it.
Where is it?
We could show you, but that would require us living.
Need to add another one to my collection, you see. I've got one that was made into a particular ride for me.
You ride a unicorn? Without a horn?
So you ride a horse?
That's a horse, dear.
Yeah. That's
In order for me to keep it that way, I need to know where that horn is.
So
we
you
don't
have
have
the
it.
you have the horse here.
Correct.
I will say that we are very good at finding things that don't want to be found. But if we could see this horse, we might get an idea of the size, shape, length, and such of the said horn.
Seeing as how I have personally seen to it that most of the unicorns are not around these lands very much, helped to build a lot of the things that you are currently inside. There are only 2 left. One of them is in my possession. The other one has eluded me for some time.
Oh, that is a shame.
If you know who this one is, could accompany you with some of my finest people and acquire it. But my demands do not end there. There's a few other people in this land that I would very much like to see be dealt with.
I'm sure.
And if you're good enough for Blavlona, maybe you're good enough for me.
What is your laundry list, Granny Nightshade?
What do you want from us?
Well, finding that unicorn horn would be a very good plus. But also, there's someone who's been a bit of a pest lately, roaming around in my woods, causing me trouble, ruining my workflow.
If it's a Harangon, you have no need to worry about that. The Harangon has been dealt with.
Oh no, I don't deal with furry creatures, not my thing.
Hey, I also take offense to that.
Oh, you should, friend. I'm the reason those tribes aren't around these days.
I am white knuckling my axe. I am white knuckling. I'm like literally white. Like
Most of them used to roam around these plains in Thither for quite some time, roaming around in packs. They were ruining my landscape. Couldn't have these vermin infestating all of my beautiful tree lines.
You were talking about who you need dealt with, Granny Nightshade.
Vermin, really interesting choices. Interesting.
And you see her, the key on her back that's been going, like pretty like rhythmically, it's going.
You can now hear like the leather of my hilts. You know when you like grip leather too hard? It's now echoing in the room.
Abby wants to go over to Arkin and hand him some jerky.
Oh, I'm not. There's nothing. There is nothing. There's nobody in this room but me and her at this moment in time.
Well, if he sticks
and he is after like seeing like you're kind of like perturbed by that, he just goes back to Quincy. Anyways, there's this little pest hiding in the woods. Every time I've almost had him in my grasp, he escapes. Will of the Feywild, they called him.
Will.
A brigand.
You can't capture someone named Bill.
His name is Will.
Will of the Feywild.
A brigand that has eluded me for some time, and he's sure to be hiding somewhere in my forest, and I would very much like to have an audience with him.
Like
capturing him and bringing him to me would be very, very good.
If he's a brigand, he has an army, right?
It's not for me to deal with. That's for you to do. Oh, and one more thing, if you don't mind.
Okay, sure.
Since you seem to be in the business of trying to ruin the Hourglass Coven's fun, I don't want to be bothered. I want to come on top of this little game that we're playing, as fun as it is. You will kill Bavlorna Blightstraw for me.
What do you have to help with that?
No. Or actually,
it would be much easier.
Do you have any fun weapons that could be helpful that one could use?
If you honestly, Granny Nightshade, if you started with the killing of Bavlorna, we would have been on your side instantly.
No. Something much more fun just came to mind.
Guess.
A sabotage.
Oh, good.
Squash.
Can we still kill?
Sabotage. Maybe. My other sister, Endlin Moongrave,
End
has a castle over in Yarn, the other part of prison. And I would like nothing more to see her being brought down a peg or two. She's very high and mighty, thinks she's better than all of us who have to work for a living. She's very particular about the theater. Runs performances all the time in her castle. I would like you to ruin one of these performances for me. Really stick it to her. Do all these things, and I'll let you live. Maybe even give you a little bit of reward.
Do you have any fun tools to make this adventure even more fun?
No.
I did once have a torch, but you know.
Perhaps there's something else I could offer you as a reward? Perhaps something that was taken from you?
I am like
No.
full lion, growling,
Bristling.
like a
Like
gazelle
jars
is
of
in front
water.
of me.
She's looking at you, Antreon.
You have something of mine, witch.
Come ahead and take it.
I am like not going into a rage, but the starting of a rage is
I have
now
Reggie
forthcoming.
on my arm, picking. Kind of
Lucifer
like-
has both hands like approaching his hand axes. Like not obviously, like, but just like by his sides.
I want to kind of look at Archeon, like turn, like there. I'm not hiding it. I want to look at him.
You're in my home, strangers. The Feywild is a place of great beauty and utter darkness. Make your move as you like, but you are in my home.
Speaking of which, what's in the box?
Pull the crank and find out.
Okay. Have you guys do it?
As this standoff is starting to reach its apex, you start to pull the crank. Ding 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 ding.
Lucifer wants to go ahead and throw one of his hand axes at the same time that the box pops
At who?
at Granny Nightshade.
I was
So the
gonna.
shock of the
I
box
was
and, like, the
actually
attention being on
when
the
it
box.
pops, I was gonna shoot her too. I was actually gonna like wait.
Yeah,
I was looking at it as
I
that
have
thing
an axe,
explodes.
so that anything happens
No,
right now.
coming
So
from down
Eddie's
below.
back is to the witch. And everyone's about to attack.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
you
pot is
see?
the pot is about to overboil
You
right
sneeze
now.
at Eddie and he
Uh-huh.
dies.
Lucifer sensed like the bloodlust in both Quincy and Archeon and just naturally reacted by, okay, we're gonna kill it.
Roll a d8.
A 3.
5.
No, this is just for Ebby to roll.
Oh. I had your back.
Thank you.
Ebby,
Yes.
you pull the crank. Nothing pops. And then suddenly, a
Good God!
whirling young green dragon
I had a feeling. I had a
bursts
feeling.
out of the box.
I had a feeling.
What fun! Roll initiative, motherfuckers.
I almost stopped Ebby to be like, now that she's in this room, that's not just gonna be a paper green dragon anymore. Dang it! I almost like burnt the thing earlier.
Oh my goodness.
18.
10.
11.
Oh yes, initiative plus 1.
I also got
19.
18.
My initiative is plus 1, so 19.
Oh, 12, sorry. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Ah,
Does
so
Lucifer and I
tense.
still get like the surprise action?
You two were rating your actions, right? It was
Yeah.
Quincy
I would-
and Lucy.
I would say me too, only because like my axe is physically in my hands. Like I am ready to cleave, if
you
allowed.
can see his knuckles under his fur, they'd be white. White knuckles.
I was about to say.
Here's the thing. Surprise rounds are usually met from a surprise. You know, you're coming from inside someone, you're hiding. Attack. You'll get one round before them. She's looking at you all dead on. It's not a surprise necessarily going through there. But also with the popping up of the wormling dragon, it's like everyone's ready to do something, then So I'll say this. I'll have you, Quincy, Lucy, and Archeon, roll me dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Dex saving.
That's a 5.
15.
15?
11.
11. So, Archeon, you'll get a surprise round on either Skabatha or the dragon.
Okay.
So you choose which one you want to hit first.
Yeah, I have to go.
You have
with
to.
Skabatha,
Mhm.
yeah.
Sure, absolutely.
Absolutely, bro.
Okay, so bonus action. Let's rage!
Let's go.
All right, attacks per turn. You get into Great Axe. I've been wheeling this for too long. 2 attacks with the Great Axe.
So you're going to run forward and go close up.
Where am I right here? Oh, wait, she's right there. I'm right in front of her.
Well, you are now. I just moved your guy.
Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't know where it was. Yeah, so I'm gonna be right there. Okay, so it was 14 for the first one.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting everything lined up.
Yeah,
here.
no worries, no worries.
Where are you? 14?
Yes,
Miss.
for the first one. And then 17 for the second one.
17 just hits.
Okay. I also enter my rage. I do have, obviously, Wild Surge. Let me just make sure I have that rolled out first. Number 4. I don't think I've had number 4 yet. Magic infuses one weapon of your choice that you're holding until your rage ends. The weapon's damage type changes to force, and it gains the light and thrown properties with a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. If the weapon leaves your hand, the weapon reappears in your hand at the end of the current turn. So
Wow.
I can take my great axe like a one-handed weapon and wield it, and then like
Toss
throw
over.
it back.
Okay.
Nice.
Good
Yeah.
God.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm
That's
just
cool.
gonna throw it with the great axe anyways, but the damage is 11 plus. Where are you? Whoopsie daisies. I also have pages. 11 plus 4, 15.
15 points of damage.
What? 15, 16, 17 because of the rage.
17, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, so the rest of you kind of like this boiling pot starting to rise. Ebby gets behind Granny and Cheide. Do. Top goes off empty. Look inside of it. This wormling green dragon steps out of it. Roars loudly. The top of that kind of blows back. Quincy and Lucifer for a little bit, gets you off of even keel, but Archeron, you're looking at Skye with a dead set in the eyes. Muscles bulge out again. Your axe has this like magnetic, almost vibrance around the two blades. This huge hit hits a big chunk of her face. The wood part of her face just clears off as you shave a big part of the wood cheekbone and jaw, leaving a light coloration of a slash on her darkened wooden face.
Nice.
How much damage do you do to her?
17.
13.
Nice.
Good job, buddy.
And the only so I don't think so. The bonus action was for that. I swung twice. The only thing I'm gonna is like I take that chunk, and I'm still mid swing. I don't know if I want to say something or not. That's okay. I'll leave it. I was gonna say something, whatever, but it's fine.
All right. For initiative, Archeron, what do you got?
I did not roll initiative. No.
Do it. Do it
I did
now.
not, yeah.
Do it now.
No. 18. I got 20.
Whoa.
18, 19, 20. So dirty 20.
Okay.
30, 20.
Dirty
Very dirty. Very dirty.
Very dirty.
Clean one.
Ooh.
Okay, so dirty 20 for Archeron. Moss got a 5. Lucy?
So
Lucy
sorry.
got an 11.
Yes, I did.
11. Okay. Evie?
12.
12. Okay. Quincy?
10.
10. Okay.
Let's combo.
Let's go, boys and Moss. Yeah.
Da, da, da,
I need this on my workout playlist.
I know.
Okay. So funny enough, Archeron, you are first.
Go.
Ah!
I'm gonna do it again.
I wish to rage.
Okay. First swing. Because I have the apron, I got a 19, so it counts as a nat 20. Let's go! That's for the first one.
Okay, against
one.
Skabatha, I take it.
Yes, and the second one was a 17.
Okay.
Both cleave, one's doubled.
Both hit.
Yes. So, okay, so the first one is doubled. If we're gonna do the double for the first crit.
Yep.
Okay. 11 plus 4, 15, so 30 for the first one. 4 plus 4 is 8 on the second one.
8. Okay.
38. Let's go.
Plus 4 because the rage for both hits. So
Let's go.
brain 42.
God.
Jesus.
Let's go.
Let's take her out.
I use the +1 weapon for my great axe, so it's like the hit DC is like +7, so I'm like,
All right. So as you're close and gain Grand Nightshade, you've never seen Archeron rage out this hard. You've seen their bestial side come out. You've seen them get upset, but this like inner turmoil is just lashing out like a form of expression. The rage and the madness that you're seeing is like his paintbrush, and he's just painting all over this fucker's body with his
I'm like
axe.
bleeding from the eyes. I'm so
Let's
angry.
go.
Just like,
Let's go.
That giant swing uppercut that shaves off a part of her face, wrap it around, big uppercut swing, cutting off a big swath of the dress that she's wearing, big and voluminous and puffy as it is, takes up a side and clips up a part of her arm that splinters out for a moment, like you almost took off her entire arm, but it kind of splinters a bit as she kind of grabs it and snaps it back into place. And as you do that upswing, you take your axe round up, and then you grab sort of the hilts from the blades that are protruding. So you grab it and you just punch her right in the fucking face with it from the top.
Nice.
Bam!
Sweet.
Big indent in the wooden forehead, cracks into a spine's gonna go up there. Ugh! Almost
Let's go,
falling off
buddy.
her chair,
okay.
but maintains her composure. But
Okay.
solid hits.
Yeah. Okay. Can I use an action.
You just use your action for attack.
Right. Okay. Because I was gonna try to jump on her back and try to pull that key out of her back.
No, that would be you'd use your action
Right.
for that.
Right. No worries. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna use Daunting Roar.
Attaboy.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so one as a bonus action, once per short rest, creatures of your choice within 10 feet of you that can hear you must succeed a Wisdom saving throw of DC 14 or become frightened or till the end of your next turn. So,
All right, con check.
yeah, 14. It's Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no. 14, you said?
It's 14.
Both fail.
Oh my gosh, let's go.
Wow.
Go! This is my house. You think this is your house? This is my house. You were wrong. You were dead wrong.
Dang.
I'm gonna carve an A into this tree.
With my That's how like pumped up you are with this rage right now, dude. So wait, so you hit.
So they're
42
afraid of
points hit.
Archeon.
So they're afraid
you
of
just
Arch
dodge
round,
and
so that
roar?
means a few things. First off, you'll get advantage on attacks, I believe.
Yes.
Nice.
They cannot willingly move towards the creature that has frightened them.
Oh,
Nice.
we have a shield.
That's amazing.
Yeah, frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight. And the creature cannot move willingly closer to the source of its fear. So as you do that, just with all of your might, just the sound of the roar, like the hair in Grant Nightshade's hair is like wisping back. She's noticing the chunk missing from her cheek, noticing the splintered arm and the dress cut, and you see her just like, I fucked up. I fucked up. And it's just like stepping back, and it's just in awe. The dragon too, that was just sneering and snarling like a fucking wounded puppy, is just it's starting to like
go.
wince and like back down.
I can't
That's
do any
amazing,
more.
dude.
I can't do any
that's
more.
awesome.
Can't do any more.
Heck.
Okay.
The dice are with me.
Somebody in the chat
Oh.
make a quick edit of that. That's wild.
That's so
So,
good.
Oh man.
it is now Skabitha's turn.
Okay.
And as you do all that, she notices the big chunk of her wooden face is taken off. Part of her body gets splintered off. And she's frightened. She's like taking steps back, like the vicious animal that you are. I thought I had eliminated all of the Leonin from this plane, but I thank you. I thank you for this gift, because you've left me with one more morsel to take and end your bloodline from this plane once and for all. And her wooden body starts to snap and manipulate
Oh God.
as she casts polymorph on herself, and her size grows 3 times larger. Her arms start to go into her body. Huge legs start to bulge out of the dress. It starts to tear from her wooden body. An enormous tail comes from the backside. An elongated body and torso raises up. A massive maw and head with sharp teeth start to protrude as Skabitha polymorphs into a Tyrannosaurus
Oh,
Rex.
come
Oh my
on.
god.
Wooden skin, reptilian looking, but like a marionette T-Rex.
Oh my
With parts of the dress
gosh.
still ripped and torn on parts of it. The head hits the top. Huge roar echoes throughout the top of the church.
Oh my gosh.
And it's there, everyone. We're going to end the stream.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Let's go.
That's amazing. What a freaking stream.
I'm not
That's
scared of Woodosaurus Rex over here. I'm not scared of that.
So,
We can burn it. It's just more wood to burn.
Yeah.
thank you, everyone, for joining tonight's session of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Jackie, we missed you, but you'll
Missed
have
you,
plenty of
Jackie.
shit to do next session. Trust me. So good to see you all in chat. As always, thank you so much for your support and for watching our show. We love each and every one of you. Great to have Jennings back at the table. Great job, Mob Dude.
So happy to be back, you guys.
And yeah, everyone, catch us 2 weeks time. We play this every bi-weekly, every Tuesday. You can catch up on all the past episodes on the Dicecream YouTube channel. The VOD on the Twitch will also be up for a couple weeks if you want to watch that. You can join us this Monday to join me on the final arc of my homebrewed 2-year campaign that I've been doing that kind of kickstarted this whole crazy D&D TikTok journey I've been on. So it's very like labor of love for me. We do recaps start of every episode like this one, so you always know what's going on in our stories. But thank you all so much. We'll see you next time. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.